Well, hello everybody. It's been a hot fucking minute, but as I explained on the Twitter and everything, it's not because I don't love you, it's because I got invaded by family, so I was running around for a bit and doing the whole tourist stuff, but now I'm free, so we are back with some goddamn Star Rail because new shit happened, as I can show off. I did get the new hotness. I did not get his fucking light cone. He is chopped as hell. I don't care. We're going with it. What the fuck is this? Wait, what?
You mean you just waved a probe around in deep space and found our pal and Don Hung? That little thing's really that impressive, ninja girl?
What is this from? It's from the Now?
This is a ninja tech device, blessed by the Great One. It senses the ultra-low frequency electric waves of the human body.
Oh, that's a whole lot of pretty wubba-boo. But, since we found him, let's drop the act. You played it well. But who do you think you are? Brother Hanu? Thinking you could pass as a Galaxy Ranger?
I don't know what the fuck's going on. There was a bubble. I guess I've never touched it before. I don't know if it's new. I don't know if it's old for one of the previous story or thing events. I've somehow been avoiding or ignoring it this whole time, and I only now noticed it.
Lord Cowboy Ninja, you have turned on me for no reason. Don't tell me the traitorous monkey ninja bewitched you. Are you walking the path of heretics now?
Enough. A name is Silver Gun Shura.
Oh, that makes sense. Of course it's you. It's always you.
This is why I hate putting over-the-top characters into the script.
It's always Sparkle.
You and this mysterious ninja girl. Both of you are impossible to play. Director Sparkle doesn't care for mad men.
Cut the chatter. What's your real reason for being here?
I feel like I could ask the same question to you.
Come on. What bad intentions could a masked fool possibly have? Just here to watch a show. Shuffle a few cards. My two prized actors were drifting through space for ages, and you all couldn't find them. What choice did I have but to come myself? Otherwise, who's going to share the stage with me?
You don't even care about the Iron Tomb disaster.
Oh, that was around then.
Universe.
Okay, I've just been ignoring this bubble this whole time then.
Fool's wisdom isn't all that deep.
I've been pretending it's not here. Or just walking past it. Or it never loaded. I don't know.
Ranger, don't think waving some righteous flag gives you the right to throw sidelong jabs. And you're hoping this war involving the gods might be the key to freeing that broken-legged wolf.
Who else knows about that?
Just me. Do you believe it? Relax. I'm not interested in disturbing that living legend. I just couldn't resist messing with you when I saw you come back empty-handed.
You little... Fine. Since you saved our pal and Don Hung, get out of here.
I love the way that they just like ignore your name and insert like friend, pal, buddy, any other word.
But
any other word.
remember what you said. Leave the boss alone, or else.
You don't have to worry at all. In Director Sparkle's next script, gray hair gets the spotlight.
Okay. That's not what we're doing right now. You there.
You're back. The incident that happened at Full Wish TV is causing a huge stir. Come watch the news.
I mean, I would hope that it would cause a huge stir. We killed somebody. Well, she killed herself. Like, if you want to be technical, she turned herself into a monstrosity that could not sustain life. So, like, you could argue she killed herself. You could argue we killed her since we fought her. But to be fair, she tried to kill us. So, self-defense, but also she admitted on TV to being a serial killer, kind of, and...
Hello, everyone! Welcome to our brand new segment, the Phantom Moon Brief. I'm your host, Poofy.
Goofy.
Hi, everyone. This is your old friend, Snowy.
No, you're not the worst, but I don't like you that much either.
Well then, as the Phantom Moon games reach a boiling point, and for reasons that need no explanation, we are now joining Duo Mention TV to bring you live coverage of the latest and most critical news updates.
People dead. More at 11.
We are! And after the director of Foolish TV and sponsor of the Research Society of Happy Smiles, Foolish announced that she was joining the Phantom Moon Games! That terrifying tragedy of 15 years ago once again swept through the psionic game!
The supplicant debate, slated to take place at the Seafeld TV tower, was cut short when out-of-control imaginee known as Joy Ascendants appeared suddenly and launched an attack.
Yes, very shocking. Had nothing to do with Full Wish at all.
This Imagenesis plague centered on Seafeld City spread rapidly. Even Fullwish herself turned into a monster atop the Seafeld TV tower.
I can't tell if this is like the police told them to shut the fuck up and lie, or if it's just they're still loyal to Full Wish, so they're just like, yeah, this just coincidentally happened. No one knows why. Very tragic, because, y'all, she's responsible.
As of the latest reports, nearly 200,000 human and Imaginary inhabitants across Planarcadia have been affected by the plague. Countless individuals are injured or missing, and total losses are estimated to have reached 8.6 billion credits.
I thought when she said total losses, she meant like people who are dead, not fucking money.
And in
God.
a chilling echo of the Bloodstained Games 15 years ago, footage left behind by Foolish points to the disaster as the work of supplicants from beyond the sky.
Yep, you're still loyal to her. Got it.
She identified the culprits as the famed cosmic hero, the trailblazer of the Astral Express, and the wanted criminal, Stellaron Hunter Blade, claiming they were responsible for the tragedy.
Oh, this is fun.
But a spokesperson for the Department of Aberration Defense said the disaster was planned and executed by Foolish herself through her organization, the Research Society of Happy Smiles. They added that the investigation will continue and the organization will be shut down.
Oh, how familiar that sounds. 15 years ago, they made the same excuses. What is the real story behind this? The Phantom Moon Brief will continue to keep you updated.
So are we like, get to run around as a wanted criminal now? I'm fine with that.
Over 500 years ago, a prophet made a prediction. In year 1999, a terrifying devil will descend from the sky. Will this prophecy come true? Can Planarcadia safely make it through this crucial year? We will have to wait and see. Shame on them. How can they just say things like that on TV when it's not even confirmed? And the internet is flooded with fake news about you too.
March, we control one of the media outlets. I mean, it's run by raccoons, so I don't know how much people buy into them, but we do control one.
Also, those two hosts, weren't they from Full Wish TV? They were spreading nasty stories about you on the news before. And now look, they've immediately jumped ship after what happened to Full Wish.
Classic media behavior.
Ever since coming to Planarcadia, nothing surprises me anymore.
Really, Planarcadia is what means nothing surprises you, not what happened in goddamn Space Grace? Where you became, like, in a camera and evil for a bit? Like, that should be when your nothing surprises me anymore.
I'm happy you made it back safely. But somehow, you just don't seem quite the same. Oh no. You're trying to grow up and leave me behind. Don't tell me you're becoming the next Don Hung.
Does that mean Don Hong gets to become me?
No! Is this what it takes to become a hero?
Oh, March. Turning into March might be worse.
I am so cute and lovely. What's the problem with that? Oh, right. Tell me about what happened at the TV tower. I've heard Don Hung and Sunday's side of the story, but I haven't heard yours yet.
I got flung off the tower and died? Question mark again? Question mark. Don't worry about it.
So, Full Wish had people undergo the happiness surgery to implant Shuhu's flesh into their bodies, and that ended up causing this disaster?
Yes.
And you guys stopped the mutation from spreading, but all you managed to do was to temporarily seal Shuhu's flesh inside Blade?
Well, Blade already had Shuhu's flesh. We just put the rest of the flesh with the flesh. We reunited the flesh. I don't like how much I'm saying flesh. That's right.
And then you mentioned that Nessia, the one we met at Star Rail Fest, is actually the Phantas Moon Games arbitrator? No wonder she could draw a mask for you. And she also asked you to go deep into the world in Canvas to warn... who was it again?
Himeko's ancestor?
Who is that?
Yes, Graphia, Himiko's ancestor. She's an artist from 1,000 years ago.
Himiko's ancestor? She's still alive?
Yeah, great-great-great-great-grandma.
That's not even the most important part. Nessia asked you to warn Graphia that the Lord Ravager, Asat Pramod, is back?
Yeah, the cool guy who I think has like a hand and a dice for a head. At least in the, like, cool YouTube video they released. And if they make him a boring-looking man, I will be so upset. And I'm saying that here now. You, in the YouTube video, designed him to be a weird freak with a non-human head. You better keep it that way. If he just becomes a hot anime boy, I will be upset. He can be a hot anime boy if it's a disguise and a disguise only.
By this point, whenever we go on vacation, I'm always ready to deal with random problems. But running into another Lord Ravager while on vacation? This is way over the line.
March, you should know by now that every single time any one of you guys says, let's treat the next destination like a vacation, everything will go to shit, and there's nothing we can do about it.
Lord Ravager, at Venessia's request, Shuhu's flesh and Blade's body, and the unfinished Phantas Moon Games. Suddenly, there are so many things to deal with.
Yep.
Feels like we're juggling a bunch of eggs all at once. One slip, and it's all gonna go splat. Are you okay? I shouldn't have asked so many questions. Didn't mean to stress you out or make you worried. I'm gonna go take a minute and collect myself.
You do that.
So many things to deal with right now. Oh, what should I do next?
Take a fucking nap?
Nah, I've had a long day.
Oh my god.
I should just get some rest.
Not touching you, Bubble. I'll deal with you later. Sofa with plush velvet surface like a cradle. The moment you sit down, you practically melt into it. Static from the news broadcast. March relentless witnessing the looming presence of a Lord Ravager, the dangerous flesh writhing in Blade's body. On Blade's body. Isn't it in him? It's not on him. At least I don't think it's on him. In the future of the Phantas Moon Games, all these tangled problems have knotted themselves into a chaotic mess. What can you do? You're just a poor little raccoon. You want to unravel the mysteries, but now you're tangled up in its threads. You struggle uselessly for a bit, then give up, letting fatigue shroud your eyes in darkness. Nap time!
Shh, Welt. She's tired. Let her sleep.
Who cares about my exhaustion? You never knew you could sleep this much.
You're obviously tired. I never thought this vacation would become the prelude to yet another major war.
Y'all gotta stop calling it a vacation. You know what? As a nameless, I am not surprised.
From our very first steps, trouble has always followed the nameless. But this is way too much.
Look at you now. It takes me back to when I first got the Express running again. Aside from Pom Pom, I was the only crew member on board. Constantly stretched thin and feeling out of my depth.
Are you gonna explain Pom Pom one of these days?
All I could do was note every problem in the navigation log, one by one. A world's coordinates that needed an update. A glitch in the Express's warp system. The notes were as dense as the coordinates on the astral charts, leaving me completely overwhelmed. Back then, I never imagined the Astral Express would one day have to face a Lord Ravager. But strangely, now that the time has come again, I'm not panicking at all.
I mean, that's good for you.
Come to think of it, it's because of you. Because of all of you. Along the way, we have defeated 2 Lord Ravagers.
I feel like defeat is a really strong word. Because we did defeat Iron Tomb. Barely. But I don't know if I can really call what we did to Fantelia a defeat, because she's still alive, she's still out there, she's living her best life, she's just waiting for an opportunity to come back. At most, we delayed Fantelia. So, we defeated 1 Lord Ravager, and we delayed another temporarily, but she's still out there, probably worse than ever.
The Nameless who guided me before I set out once told me, keep moving forward, and the obstacles that once felt impossible to conquer will soon be behind you. And along the way, you'll find companions who are just like you. I've seen you grow through the Phantom Moon games, becoming someone others can trust and lean on. And I heard the declaration you made atop the tower. I'm truly proud of you.
Mom is proud of us.
That's why I want to share a story from the past with you. A promise from 15 years ago.
About how you got the Express moving?
I promised someone that when the moon over my hometown was full again, I would go back to see her, to let her know I had made the most of this borrowed life, and found companions I could trust with all my heart.
So, you're definitely a fake Himeko, and the real you is probably just here. And that's why there's a grave here, because unlike what you said to your quote-unquote father about leaving and putting the grave as some kind of, like, monument, that the monument's to real Himeko, and you're just, like, what that Himeko thought she wanted to be when she grew up.
I want to share this story with you all. The story of how my journey began. Because it's a long story, filled with many memories of my past. I'd also like to invite you all to the place where I repaired the Express and tell you everything bit by bit.
Ah, yes.
All right, it's a deal. When I return from the world in canvas, you can make us, let Shush make us some coffee. Then we'll settle in and listen to your story.
Speaking of the world in canvas, March told me about what Evanesia said to you. Evanesia's request was not made lightly, and she was worried for a reason. Silverwolf saw that Lord Ravager in action too. According to the records from the databank and the IPC's investigation, Asat Pramad's campaigns often span centuries, and the planets he targets all end up destroyed in freak accidents, leaving their surfaces covered in only smiling faces.
Ah, sounds fun.
1,000 years ago, my ancestor Graphia created the world in canvas. If that was to resist Asat Pramad's invasion of Ahatopia, then could this disaster unleashed through the Phantom Moon games be the prelude to his next invasion?
Probably. It astonishes me that Graphia is still alive.
That's the first of many mysteries. Based on our family history, we are clearly not descendants of any long-lived species. Quite the opposite. The weathering curse has shortened my family's lifespan for generations. What could my ancestor have gone through to still exist today? That too leaves me deeply curious.
Kyoto Xanadu when? Never. Or ask Shiny, I don't know. I don't know if he has any interest in doing Kyoto Xanadu. He might, but like, I don't know. We haven't really been talking about that. Weirdly enough, we've been on like a Fire Emblem kick because of, you know, the fact that new Fire Emblem is coming out. So he's been replaying the old Ike games to show me what they're about, and we've been talking about the new one, which again, we're excited for. But we're dreading the new Fire Emblem because it's coming out on the same fucking day as the Trails in Sky 2 remake. So Shiny was like, fuck it, we'll just stream them both on the same day. And I'm like, that's a terrible idea. That's the worst idea. But that's currently where his head is at, so yeah. Mid Emblem can suck it. Listen, say that to Shiny's face. Aside from that, he was talking about how maybe when he's done, you know, playing Trails for a bit, he might actually want to go back and do Persona fucking 2, and I'm like, I have no idea what Persona 2 is, and I was very shocked to hear that they've never fucking re-released it. So that'll be interesting if he decides to go through with it, but I don't know if he wants to, like, stream it, or if he wants to just play it. Again, questions you'll have to ask him when we finally are able to do another stream, but today is just me doing some gachas. You can stare all you want, Gashizma. I cannot summon Shiny forth from the ether. Man is not even here. He's not even in the house. He's gone. It's just me. Could you tell me more about your fucking great-great-great-great-great-grandmother?
There are far too many legends about her. It's hard to tell what's true and what's not.
Great. That's not helpful.
Only two things are beyond doubt. First, during the Cinderth Age, she created countless Imaginae and sent them into battle against the demon legions from beyond.
That sounds a little fucked up considering Imaginae are able to have thoughts and feelings. Here, I just made a bunch of sentient beings, but they're not human, so go fight the Antimatter Legion. But on the other hand, use what you've got, I guess? Like, fuck.
Near the end of one of the Phantom Moon games, she created the world in canvas to shelter inside it what was left of civilization and life. Which means she is not only familiar with Asat Pramod, but has also witnessed the manifestation of the Eon of Elation.
Sounds fun. About the world in canvas.
Nobody knows just how big the plane Graphia created actually is. Over 140 years ago, the IPC tried to salvage the world in canvas, but they were only able to reconstruct part of it in the real world. That portion became what we know as Planarcadia.
Of course the IPC tried to do that. Why am I not fucking surprised?
Legend has it that Graphia used a vast ocean as her canvas and channeled the power of elation to step into the painting, which means she has not only seen Asat Pramod, but has also seen the Eon of Elation descend in all their glory.
And you don't feel any negativity about the fact that this woman shortened the lifespan of her entire bloodline by doing all this shit, thus cursing you?
As for who in Planarcadia knows Graphia and the world in canvas best, it's probably Pearl. She was sent here by the IPC.
I know.
She should have some clues to guide us in the right direction.
Yeah, but will she want to actually guide us in the right direction?
By the way, General Yao Guang is here. She says she wants to talk to you in private.
That can't be good. News?
I'm not sure if she comes with good news or bad news. She brought a little gift from the Cienjo, though. Mung bean soda. Go
Hey.
talk to General Yao Guang, then. Don't keep her waiting. After that, come to the party car and fill us in on your next move.
Ready. Bam.
Nice to meet you, Ishvara.
Just about Blade.
I always thought that the arbitrator, Evanescia, would step in and punish Fullwish for the disaster she caused. But, to my surprise, it was you who defeated Fullwish. In my capacity as an Arbiter General, I extend my deepest gratitude to you for halting the plague and sparing countless lives from suffering.
You wanted to talk to me in private?
What I am about to tell you is something Evanescia risked breaking the rules to share with me. Please keep it a secret. Not a word of this leaves the Express.
Does that mean I can tell the other members of the Express? Or, like, just between me and you?
Sealed within Ahatopia's core is Ouroboros, the Veracity.
That's cosmic levels of bad news.
You mean the Leviathan that can swallow whole planets? That Ouroboros the Veracity?
Looks like you know a thing or two about Ouroboros.
I've read all the damn lore. Yao Guang, do not with me.
I've seen that terrifying thing in Herta's simulated universe.
Oh yeah, we did encounter it in there too. Well, you know.
Rumor has it, they were last seen during the era of the Swarm disaster. They were hardly there to aid the Swarm, but rather to attend a cosmic-level feast, in which the Swarm served merely as appetizers, and the planets they passed were devoured as the main course. No one expected them to be here of all places, sealed away on this very planet, after vanishing for years.
So, are they dead or alive?
The true
Or half dead,
situation
half alive.
remains unknown. But with this information, we can understand why Asat Pramod set his sights on this world. Aren't you a little afraid, facing a huge disaster like this?
Again, Greece. Space Greece. Iron Tomb. You want to see my book?
Interesting. You wouldn't flinch even if a star fell upon you. A true Ishvara. Fortune follows when fate hits its lowest ebb. Every crisis comes with an opportunity.
Yes, I know that well from observing the IPC and their ability to turn everything into a way for them to get money.
Now that we know a force capable of devouring stars is deep in slumber at this planet's core, perhaps we could make it devour the problem inside Blade's body. It might just be a risky path worth taking. Blade has agreed to my proposal and will venture into the world in canvas to seek out the Veracity. From what I've heard, you are going there as well?
Well, you know.
I cast a divination, and the hexagram shifted between the marsh and fire trigrams, yielding the judgment. Heaven and earth are separate and apart, but the work which they do is the same. In other words, though your paths may differ, they are destined to intersect.
This gonna be Blade's funeral?
A funeral, or an adventure. Will it be a battle with only a 1 in 10 chance of survival to tear away Shuhu's flesh from his body and eliminate the Cienjo's arch-enemy? Or will it be a journey in which he settles all grudges and never looks back? It all depends on how he perceives it. Blade agreed to my proposal, even though that little Stellaron hunter girl wouldn't stop objecting.
I mean, listen, that's her family. Can't really blame her. So, betting everything on me.
Betting? No, I don't see it that way. We are not chips laid on a gaming table, nor dice tossed at someone's whim. We trust in people, in ourselves, and in those beside us, knowing they can change the course of even the most desperate battle.
Okay.
That belief is what gave you the strength to overcome Foolish. It is also the only reason I stay for this world. My purpose has never changed. I am going to draw the elation into my divination, and overturn a fate marked for great woe. I have a plan for how to handle Asat Pramod if he strikes unexpectedly.
Can't get over her very
But I
long
still
nail.
need more hands to make it work.
Distracting me.
What miracle could cap off these games better than a finale that humbles a Lord Ravager? It will be a tribute to the elation. The shadow of the Lord Ravager looms, and from here on, everyone must carry their part of the burden. I will take my leave first.
Yeah, ready.
Before I set out, I still want to say a few words to everyone.
So Himeko asked you to. Party car. Where we never actually host parties, we just...
What are they all up to over there?
Oh, there you are. We were waiting for you.
What's up?
We're here to celebrate the Astral Express making it through another trial, of course. Pom-Pom's heard all about your latest adventure.
It's a modest celebration, but a meaningful one. You stopped Full Wish's scheme, and that is no small achievement. Regardless of what the people of Planarcadia or the media may say, we raise a glass to you.
I don't like that sweet.
Exactly. You knocked out the mastermind behind all those creepy whatever their name is. I didn't get to see it myself, but Don Hung described it for me. You killed it!
Your victory gave Blade a chance to free himself from Shuhu's flesh. Thank you.
With a Lord Ravager looming on the horizon, everyone will soon be heading off on their own missions. Before that, it felt right to have a small gathering like this.
Now, let's make a toast. Here's to everyone who fights to protect this Arcadia. And here's to all of us. The Lord Ravager can throw whatever he wants at us. But I know the Astral Express will keep streaking across the stars.
Sure, fuck it, to all of us.
Thank you. All of you. Having you by my side is what gives me the courage to face the future. I'll carry this strength with me through the rest of this journey.
Having moments like this is hilariously death flaggy, but it's like, we already died. We already died and came back and we're fine, and it's weird.
Cheers!
Go talk to everyone and find out what the fuck they're gonna be doing, basically. Got it. Okay.
Did you need something? I need a break. I felt worn out ever since coming back from Seafeld TV Tower. Right now, it feels like I'm back in Oak Manor's banquet hall. At those parties, no matter how tired I was, I'd have to clutch my glass and smile, keeping myself calm. Mr. Yang insisted I should get a full day of sleep, but I didn't want to miss the chance to toast with you all.
Oh, thanks for being
I
here,
should
bud.
thank you for letting me embark on this journey.
Mr. Welts, not the sofa. I was not trying to talk to the sofa. Well,
I heard from Sunday about how the televised debate went.
horribly.
We won this battle because of you.
I mean, yeah, but I still got slandered. How was the city?
The streets were in chaos. Traffic ground to a halt, and Wispay littered the ground. It was like a scene straight out of a disaster movie.
Sounds fun.
When the televised debate began, the crowd outside the station gathered to protest the Astral Express and nearly broke through the barricades. But the moment the Joy Ascendants appeared, they scattered without a second thought. I guess people know deep down which is more dangerous, a made-up villain or an actual threat. But I am more concerned about you.
I've been slandered.
I've seen the footage of your fight with Full Wish. When you returned to the top of the tower, an enormous surge of power seemed to erupt from you. It reminded me a lot of when I saved you at Herta Space Station. Did you tap into the power of the Stellaron?
You know, actually I don't know, because I thought it was just the mask.
From what I can see, you're in pretty good shape right now. The Stellaron can be awakened by a wish, but its immense power always has a way of warping reality. As the wave of wish power surged toward you, it brought hope and blessings, but also dark intentions and malice. What might it do to the Stellaron? We have no idea.
I mean, I'm sure we could call up Herta and ask.
Be careful with this power you have, no matter how tempting it may seem.
Pom-Pom?
Oh,
They-
it's you! Pom-Pom heard you've got a solo mission coming up. Be safe, will you?
I feel like Solo will probably be wandering around with Blade so that he can get his flesh chewed on by a maybe not so dead god. Do you remember anything from before the Express got back up and running?
Sadly, Pom-Pom can't remember most of what happened right after the Express crashed onto this world. Pom-Pom's memory of those years is like a fogged-up Express window. No matter how hard Pom-Pom tries, Pom-Pom just can't wipe it clean.
Concerning.
But it's okay. After passenger Himiko repaired the Express, Pom-Pom got to share a one-of-a-kind journey with all of you.
Did you and Himeko meet? Pom-Pom?
How did passenger Himiko appear? That's odd. Pom-Pom can't remember a thing. All Pom-Pom recalls is having a long and fuzzy sleep, then being woken by a knock at the door. And just like that, passenger Himiko was on board. The day passenger Himiko knocked, it felt like Pom-Pom was waking up from a dream. The Express's heart started beating again, and the lights flickered on one after another.
Okay, have you heard of the name Graphia?
Pom-Pom hasn't. But Pom-Pom always dreams of strangers when Pom-Pom's asleep. They seem to be bustling around the Express, and there are soft clinking and clanking sounds, just like the sound of stars twinkling. But every time Pom-Pom wakes up, their faces slip away. Pom-Pom is only left with a warm and comforting feeling, knowing someone had taken good care of Pom-Pom.
How old are you, Pom-Pom? Well, conductor, it's time for me to say goodbye.
Safe trip! Pom-Pom will take good care of the Express while you're away.
Always do. Go. She is focused on her screen. Got it. Alright.
There you are. March and I were talking about you.
You missed me, you fucking
Yeah.
saps.
Of course.
When did Don Hung start expressing his feelings like this? I guess pigs really do fly.
March, you're supposed to be encouraging him.
This trip to Planarcadia is the first time we weren't necessarily working together toward a common goal. You dove into the Phantom Moon games. I crossed paths with that relentless old friend and foe again. As for March, well, she spent her time wandering and eating. Her perfect little vacation.
Wait, hold up. How come all I get is wandering and eating? I grab plenty of comics as well. I call it cultural exploration. With a little extra time for me to recharge, of course. Right?
Now that we're having this little break, it It hit me that I might have neglected you and March.
Dude, how were you supposed to help? You've been busy as shit running around with Sunday. We are peers.
Why are you suddenly acting like the adult here?
Blade has accepted General Yao Guang's proposal. Perhaps he has finally moved on from past grudges and that abundance curse, and is now ready to do something for himself.
It sounds like he's going to therapy.
It's going to be a path fraught with danger. So I had hoped to accompany him for a bit longer, but he refused.
I'm rejected. It's fine. I will maybe, I guess, be accompanying him on your behalf.
From now on, I will turn my attention to this world.
Don't look too close. What's doing next?
Mr. Yang and I have been asked by General Yao Guang to help with setting up some defensive formations.
Oh yeah, because of evil.
I've got work to do too. Mr. Ashvale wanted someone to accompany him to the tavern to investigate clues about Asat Pramod. Yours truly figured she'd been resting long enough, and it was time to stretch her legs.
Oh
so
god.
I volunteered.
March is going to the goddamn tavern? They're gonna eat her alive. Stay safe, don't make me worry.
No problem. When you come back, you have to share everything you saw in the world in Canvas.
I have to? Probably gonna be horrifying. I might learn that Himeko's a fake or something. Now I have to talk to her. Hello?
Just in time. I've talked to Madame Pearl.
No?
She will handle all the arrangements for your passage, so you can enter the world in Canvas to find my ancestor Graphia.
Sure. Where'd I go?
Actually, I hoped you could take some time to rest first. Once you fully rested, you may make your way to the dock in Seafeld City. Madame Pearl has a special ship waiting for you there. It will take you to the border between this world and the world in Canvas, a place known as Inkford Hermitage. That's your final stop before entering the world in Canvas, a place to gather your supplies and rest up before you set out on the journey ahead. I know you'll have to go alone this time, but I don't think it'll be dangerous. After all, that realm was created by Graphia, my ancestor.
I don't trust that that doesn't mean that it won't be dangerous, but sure.
The thought of it makes me feel calm, in a strange but comforting way. If you get to meet her, please give her my regards.
I'm sure she'll still be sane after all those years. But sure.
Please tell her that one of her descendants became a nameless on the Express. Go ahead. Set out once you've rested up. I'll be here with Welt and the others, awaiting good news from you.
Okay.
In other words, that woman wants you to take Shuhu and jump straight into the Veracity and leave the rest to the Eon's stomach acid?
One way to put it.
And this is between me and him, right? Why are you tagging along?
Relax. I'll say my goodbyes and be gone. A dignified funeral, If you ask me, this ending is indeed grand enough.
Is it though?
I don't care about any of that. There's only one thing I care about. Does he have to die?
Here's a piece of advice, little cub. Whether he lives or dies is his choice. That's the one thing you don't get to decide for him.
It has landed.
What?
Nothing. Just a seabird landing on the rocks.
Alright, getting existential.
A blade forged of mortal steel cannot sever an undying fate. If Shuhu is to be put down, the options are few. And that Leviathan is one of them.
In time, people will say this. The culprit of the Juming gave his life for the greater good and plunged into the abyss alongside the abomination.
All of you are just thinking he's gonna throw himself into that thing's mouth and die. Very cheerful.
I'm not as noble as you make it sound. Many years ago, you invited me to join the Galaxy Rangers. I refused for one reason.
You're depressed and don't know what to do with yourself?
I'm a petty man. I was never born to carry some greater good. This is between Shuhu and me. Nothing more.
Can't argue with that. A Galaxy Ranger through and through. Well then, I won't say anything more.
Blade, you sure about this?
For years, death has clung to me like a curse, etched into my bones. If there is a chance to make a god feel the same pain, I would do it, even if this body is reduced to ash.
God, you are dramatic as all hell.
As for everyone else, there's no need to drag them into this. We'll proceed as Yao Guang proposed. Bury Shuhu at the end of the world in canvas, taking me with him, and let the veracity dissolve us both.
I think it's really funny to do this, like to have this update be the same update where Mortnock's blade comes out. Because it's like, when you release a new version of this character, the assumption is, well, they're probably fucking living. So it's not very convincing, the whole, well, I guess he's dying. Even funnier because we had the leaks of Mortnock's blade on Twitter and everything, so everyone knew that he was getting an SP.
Take care.
How could you break
How about you stay as
Wishy
well?
One's heart?
You might as well see it through to the end with us.
Gotta take March and go get bullied by a bunch of jokesters.
Planarcadia has bigger problems that need my attention. Your instincts were right. That meanie pulling strings from the shadows is none other than a Sat Pramod.
Who else would want to kick a Ha's head like a ball?
I mean, you, but...
So, I need to get back and finish my job.
Investigating a Lord Ravager sounds like a job you don't come back from.
God, you're short.
Therefore, it also pays very well.
Then here's hoping you live long enough to collect your payment. Every time, when it's just the two of us, you go quiet.
You know what I'm going to say. The seabird's flown off. It's time for us to go too.
Pearl.
The terror slumbering at the heart of Planarcadia is Ouroboros.
After the swarm disaster, the veracity vanished, never to appear again for more than 700 Amber eras. Their last rumored sighting was 500 years ago.
History fictionologists claim that Ouroboros lies in wait at the edge of the cosmos, guarded by their children, awaiting the day of their return.
I've heard that story before, but it wasn't about the edge of the cosmos. It was Pier Point. They say that the preservation is nothing more than a facade, and the IPC is, in truth, a cult devoted to the veracity.
Organic life has quite the imagination. They've said other things, too. That Louis Fleming seeks to ascend as the Eon of Wealth. That the Council of Mundanites are mere hounds of Dr. Primitive. That the Marketing Development Department colludes with the destruction, turning a blind eye to the spread of Stelerons.
I mean, some of those could be true, and some of those could just be the history fictionologists having a good fucking laugh.
Such rumors are endless. I believe the General should be able to tell which are true and which are not.
I've never heard the last one, so let's assume it's the only one that's true.
Damn. Veracity telling you to just approach and, I guess, throw yourself into its mouth? It's really more just like a bunch of teeth.
Such terrible breath. Once this Leviathan awakens, the Arcadia's destruction would be all but instantaneous.
For now, this remains conjecture. The sealed remains appear to be a husk that Ouroboros once shed. Why it's here, and how it's connected to the elation, remain unknown. Yet even a fragmented remnant of an Eon is a threat that can't be ignored. The calamity of the Leviathan must not be allowed to re-emerge in this world.
Naturally. That is why I'm here. And it's about time for the two Nameless to arrive. Oh, you're just on time.
General Yao Guang, as instructed, warding talismans have been placed at over a dozen sites across Planarcadia.
My thanks. It was Mr. Yang's talent of creation out of nothing that allowed us to reproduce dozens of plumes and complete the deployment with such speed. Now, with Yin and Yang aligned, and all four aspects in place, as long as we set up the last formation core, the Decalight reflection barrier will be complete.
Using the divine eye of the Spiritus to weave a giant web, one that ensnares countless possible futures. General, have you truly made up your mind?
Though Shuhu has been eradicated, the signs of doom have not faded. On the contrary, they grow ever clearer. After much consideration, the source can only be this restless corpse.
One crisis is yet to pass, and another is already upon us. The Arcadia's ley lines were already riddled with scars. And now even the ancient trees seal is starting to loosen.
This planet's a fucking mess.
While Evanesia is asleep, someone must take up her duty to guard this place.
Layers of bullshit.
But defending isn't the way of the hunt. If you don't want to become the prey, you must become the hunter.
General, do you intend to go on the offensive and suppress the remains of the Veracity?
How could I? The Joy Seeker could barely confine that husk using the Abundance's ambrosial arbor as its cage. I'm not that arrogant as to place myself alongside the gods.
Okay.
I'm not here to guard against an Eon, but against a lesser menace. Lord Ravager Asat Pramod. This barrier is prepared for him.
Asat Pramod has been meddling with the game from the shadows. His intentions unclear. We know little about him or the Veracity.
Hooray!
By chance, however, a friendly citizen has provided us with intel.
Convenient. What's the intel?
Ouroboros' remains are in Ahatopia, aren't they?
I have seen, by the way, that people think that Kuchiba is perhaps one of our favorite unknown geniuses. you know, the one who doesn't have a face, kills everyone who sees it, and just, you know, is otherwise terrifying. And honestly, I really hope she is. God, do I hope she is, because I've been very excited. I've been very excited for the assassin of the Genius Society, because an assassin being a member of the goddamn Genius Society, or should I say a Genius Society member who happens to be an assassin, is way too cool. And, like, I want it. I want it so badly. And Kochiba does have a pretty, like, she has a design that is both very pretty and hot as hell. Like, she's hot. I'm sorry, she's hot as hell. But it is unassuming enough that I'm like, yeah, she could be a fucking assassin. Because she kind of, you know, the black, the simpler design. She's not out here fucking dressing the way Pearl is with all the extra bits and bobs. So I'm like, it could work. And I'm team yes. I'm team give me this design. But I'm like, they'll probably change it. They tend to do that. They tend to be like, here is a unique character model running around. And then if they later make that a pullable character, think a la Sunday, they always change the design. But I like her design the way it is. I know other people think it's like way too simple, but I like it. I think hot.
Silence is an answer in itself. I've seen that reaction too many times.
I'm not surprised that you were the first to discover it. You were in the Torn Scroll too. The probability of you noticing was 24%.
Okay. I have to point this out because I talked about it with Shiny the other day when we were watching fucking anime. And it's something that I think is really funny. The obsession with numbers, with being able to place a number value onto a thing for your story, where like you see it a lot in specifically anime or anything that has like characters that are fighting where it's like, well, he's only using 20% of his power and now he's using 80%. They love it. Pearl is the embodiment of that. She's just always spitting out like percentages of things about other things, and it's like, for God's sakes.
That's a little low, don't you think? I'd put it at well over 90.
What I don't understand is this. There were countless ways to verify your hypothesis, yet you chose the most unconventional one.
Indirect confrontation?
You bypassed security and broke into the building to confront me in person. What is your objective?
This is no confrontation. It's a warning, Madam Pearl. I'm a security officer, and there is only one reason I'm here. While everyone else is fixated on the Phantasmoon games, only the Department of Aberration Defense is watching other places.
Like the location where the new Herald of Death case was closed?
Correct. The incident involved 4 Daybreak Warriors, 3 nameless, 1 detective, and 1 officer.
Sure did.
But just moments ago, a 10th set of footprints appeared at the scene.
After the investigation, we learned that the traces were left deliberately. A blatant provocation.
The Lord Ravager bent on destroying the Elation came uninvited. Make no mistake. Planarcadia is a stage he chose with care, and drawing the Abundance into the fray was hardly a whim.
Our top priority is to dispose of Shuhu's flesh properly to prevent it from falling into the wrong hands and causing another calamity.
That said, we cannot afford to ignore Asat Pramad's next move.
This giant web is prepared for that very purpose. Once the entire planet is folded into the divination's trajectory, under the gaze of the Omnitia, all possibilities will be laid bare.
Yeah, but haven't you said yourself that it's not necessarily always a good thing to do that, because then you might set things in stone instead of being allowing for variables? Or do you feel comfortable doing that because there are variables like the Trailblazer on the, you know, board?
When that time comes, he won't wish to leave any footprints behind.
One final question. Why did the Lord Ravager choose to visit this place?
Why are you?
Does he have an ulterior motive? Or is this merely some twisted joke?
That question should be left to the professionals. Don't forget, we have a detective who can't seem to rest. Let's hope the accumulation of variables can tip the scales in our favor.
That's not very positive.
And so, the people set out, and the gondola, bound for distant lands, set sail. At the end of the world, the Elation once again declared war upon the Veracity. Frail little humans! Ouroboros split their mouth wide open. Whoever can fill my whole mouth with but a single thing shall receive a reward. My tongue. The fool known as the Shepherd captured a comet, but it wasn't even enough to fill the gap between the Veracity's teeth. The bartender Braji opened the wine cellar. Yet they only grew drowsy, drifting off to sleep. And en route, he crept up to the Veracity's ear and told them a corny joke. The Veracity pondered it for 10 amber eras, then burst into laughter at their own amusement. En route spread his hands and said, "See? I filled your mouth with laughter."
You know, that's actually a clever way to do that.
Then what happened?
Then the Veracity said, "Are you kidding me?" And with that, they opened their gaping maw and tore en route to pieces.
Veracity doesn't have a sense of whimsy.
What kind of nonsense is that?
Those are the facts, my inquisitive auditor. If you want to hear more stories, you're welcome to discuss with your classmates.
We came here to investigate the Veracity and Asat Pramod, but all we got were stories that only a 3-year-old would believe.
Honestly, they're probably more believable than you would think, considering how weird the fucking eons of this game are.
Rumors don't just appear out of thin air. It's just a matter of how much truth you think they hold.
That too, but you know.
At least 90% of that was made up.
Sometimes that last 10% is all you need. Plenty of bystanders around. Let's hear what they have to say.
Oh, I get to actually investigate? Fun. Nashville's detective notes. The case of the missing Veracity. The assistant meticulously compiled the case details for the detective in neat handwriting. A trail of unknown footprints appeared at the abandoned station. A weird emoji running amok in the tavern. All clues point to the Lord Ravager Asat Pramod. The detective is back on the case. Will he be able to track down the Leviathan's footprints in the tavern? P.S. The refrigerator's cooling system is down. Remember to repair it. Notes, scribbled handwriting jotted down the detective at the scene. Shepard, this guy summoned comets to feed the Veracity. Sounds like a fairy tale. Bragi, there are plenty of bartenders in Laughter's Tavern, but he's the most famous one. Rumor has it, if he still hasn't paid off the tab from the time he cracked open the wine cellar. En route. Feeding a Leviathan corny jokes. Crazy idea. I highly doubt his wordplay will be enough for the Veracity to feast on. Alright. Do-wide Chungus. What a name.
You two asking about the Veracity? You think about walking that path?
Not the voice acting I was expecting, but very fitting. Go on.
Walk the path of Veracity? Do I need to eat everything in sight?
Do it, March.
You got it. Kids always dream big. Some are bulldozers, some are monsters, and I am Ouroboros. And the man.
Goddamn.
Ugh, can you talk normal? Stop gulping gulping for air.
I swore to become a veracity path strider. I eat everything.
Is this the same voice actor who does Albert?
Anything I could see.
I think it might be the same voice actor who does Albert for some reason.
Finally, I pinched my nose and swallowed loose moans, and they looked at me.
Ouroboros?
Nah. Ah. Very regrettable.
Damn. You go to all that length to eat everything, and all you get for your troubles is aha, looking at you and laughing.
Enough already.
I'm telling you, it was all bluffing. The fools didn't loot Ruth Dorothy. The veracity wasn't looking. Roll up her skin like a crepe, snatch it up, and poach it.
Huh. I don't know who says rolled up their skin like a crepe, but I feel like a rug would make more sense.
Then poof! There we're gone! Comic-Con Collective don't got a veracity card.
But man, I don't think that counts. You're not sure.
I already filed a formal complaint with the organizers.
You should be putting this much effort into your studies!
Oh. In another version of the story, en route didn't tell a lame joke. He and Dorothy made off with the Aeon's head and skin. Dorothy, haven't seen that name in ages. She has ties to en route too? ? Sure, alright. Scribbling nibs? A name?
They say a dull pen beats a sharp memory. My memory's dull, and my pen's not much better.
Great.
Then you must have a lot of stationery?
A kindred spirit. Miss, it seems you're one of us as well. I've met far too many fools who can't even read. Oddly enough, those of us who truly love learning are the rare ones. Interested in studying the knowledge of the laughter? I have a reference book here. You can have it.
Thanks. How to Poke an Eon and Get Away. A book signed by Scarecrow that records tales of masked fools who dared to offend Eons. They view this as a rite of passage in a fool's career, rushing headlong into it one after another, never tiring of the thrill. Pay per second, 1-day tour of the Amber World. Borrowing some poor sap's Iris, the fool shapeshifter donned a sharp suit and boarded a shuttle at Pierpoint Skyport. Flashed a warm smile at every passenger in the cabin. Billionaires, wealthy people, enough to rival nations, monarchies, and galactic belts. Board members of industry, monopolizing foundations, all of whom empty their coffers for a single pilgrimage. An audience with the Amber Lord. The shuttle pierced through the debris disk, drawing near the Amber Lord's colossal form. They had stood there since before sentient life was born, and would likely remain long after sentient life had vanished. Following the countless marks left over the eons on the subspace crystalline barrier, some prayed in silence, some wept softly, while the Amber Lord offered no response. Who would notice a single speck of dust in the vast expanse of space? The fool-carved shapeshifter was here into the barrier, then took his leave without a second glance. Remnants dream of the primeval Imperium into the mouth of veracity. Ouroboros, the ancient leviathan that survived the Dusk Wars, was said to have chased Aha all the way to the roots of the imaginary tree. A fool named En route attempted to confirm the truth of this tale, but alas, he couldn't run as fast as Aha and was caught by veracity and swallowed whole. Who would have guessed that inside the veracity's belly lay a wondrous world of its own? Veracity was so massive that the lives previously devoured had established their own kingdoms in their stomach walls. Thumb-sized dwarves, clever horse folk talking comet cicadas, en route explored this place with delight and encountered fellow swallowed fools, Dorothy, Braggy, and Shepard. Together they adventured through the Veracity's heart and gave it a good kick, and were belched out into the universe with a mighty wretch. En route quickly plucked off the Veracity's shadow and spread it over the fools like a blanket. Shepard then tossed out a comet, and the dim-witted Ouroboros was drawn to its light. Fools finally escaped with their lives. After that, countless fools sought the treasures within the Veracity's belly, but none ever caught so much as a glimpse of the Veracity again. Everyone is a Drilla. After the Anne of Beauty vanished, the fool Davin made a proclamation at the tavern, instantly attracting a massive following, chanting, "Everyone is a Drilla." They sparked an artistic storm and launched a reckless charge towards pushing the boundaries of the path of beauty. For example, they stuck bananas to agates with polyvinyl chloride tape, scribbled graffiti on every household item in sight, and proclaimed that great works of art, and even found time to fight a few copyright lawsuits with the IPC. That was until they arranged space junk across the entire planet's surface to form a Drilla's visage, at which point the Knights of Beauty finally rounded them all up. However, after 7 days and 7 nights of deliberation, the hastily convened round table of Knights of Beauty ultimately decided to release the fools, since to punish them, they would have to acknowledge that these depictions actually resembled a Drilla. Well, afterwards, say no to Aha. Having come this far, it may seem I must tell my own story. The night before I finished this piece, a visitor casually strolled into the tavern, sat down beside me, and ordered us each a bomb's first drop. They didn't introduce themselves, but I already know who they were. They said, "Buddy, I hear you're writing a little book. I've read it. Quite interesting, but there's a few points worth discussing." I listened patiently as they spoke, rejected every single change they proposed. They downed the last drop of the bomb in one gulp, left the tavern. Their retreating figure looked utterly forlorn.
This feels completely made up. But, thanks anyway.
March, not everything is fake.
Oh, please. Thank the seniors. To compile this book, they offended every Eon they possibly could, and narrowly escaped death at the hands of each and every one of them. As for me, I'm just the one who keeps the books circulating.
Hey, friends! How was your first day of school?
Oh.
Sparksy's here to pick you up after class.
Joy. Anyway. Bizarre story: en route once ventured into the belly of Veracity, managed to escape after plucking their shadow. Scarecrow, I guess he can be considered an old friend of mine. This guy actually wrote a book. Shepard, the fool whom en route met inside the belly of the Veracity, pretty much similar to an extra dragged into makeup the numbers in a soap opera. Mr. N loves watching. Okay. Barksy, what you doing?
Where were you just now? You opened the door for us and just disappeared. Don't tell me you're up to something again.
March, she's Sparksy. She's always up to something.
Still doubting me? You're breaking Sparkskull's heart here.
Gladly.
That whole foolish thing. I took on every emoji in the tavern by myself, fought them all the way to the end of the world, and even wore my mask down to nothing. But honestly, this place runs on rumors. Aha is being chased by the Veracity. Aha chases the Veracity. We won't get anywhere following stories like this.
I mean, true.
Let's go through what we know so far. Ooh.
Eating slime mold will give you a glance from Aha.
Yeah, it's a complete mess.
So, after a bit of thought, Lady Sparksy came up with a brilliant idea. I borrowed a nifty little gadget from a friend. The Unreal Sparks and Spark! No idea how it works, but apparently this light bulb makes you smarter the moment you put it on.
You know, that sounds like a joke.
Does this friend know you borrowed it?
A Supramon has a gun to our heads, and this is what you're worried about? He'll find out one day.
Yep.
Well then, I'll go first.
Yes, March, let's supercharge your brain.
It, doesn't look very reliable. Are you sure about this?
No worries. If anything goes wrong, the friend in my head will protect me.
That's how you see Evernight? It'd be really funny if she just shifted into Evernight.
Doesn't seem to have any effect.
No, it's working perfectly. I get it now. All of it. No need to dance around.
Sounds evil.
Our enemy is a Lord Ravager. There's only one question we need answered. How does Asat Pramod plan to destroy Elation?
Correction. The effect is very obvious.
Judging by Nanook's habit of picking Lord Ravagers, I wouldn't be surprised if Asat Pramod was once a masked fool, and therefore knows Aha's weakness. The Arcadia is like a microcosm of eons and paths. People indulge themselves in fabricated happiness, unable to pull themselves away from it. Many have expressed their concerns. This isn't elation. Aha is playing with fire.
Uh-huh.
A classic social realist deduction. Old-fashioned. Ooh, but effective. We're closing in on the truth.
I think it's really funny that this is the angle they went with.
Yes. The answer is all but revealed. You are Asat Pramod, Sparksy. Do you have evidence? Of course. The truth is so simple that everyone overlooked it. The evidence is, you were the first person I met when I got off the express.
Ah, yes, the old logic of like... I don't know if anyone ever read the books. There's like... the books that you would read as a kid that were technically detective novels, but they were always about like someone's missing dog or something, and usually, yeah, it's like the first person you met that wasn't a part of the core group was always the main villain in the end.
If I am Asat Pramod, would you and Grey Hair have been able to walk out of the school alive?
Yeah, fair point.
Just take that thing off already.
That's weird. I thought I was on the right track.
Let me give you a lesson. Deduction isn't about people skills. It's about smart tricks and flawless logic.
God, you're puny.
Watch and learn. Sparkle, master of the classic whodunit, has entered the chat.
You changed your clothes just for this?
First of all, Ouroboros likes to eat. Secondly, whatever they eat disappears completely.
Okay.
Therefore, veracity is also a form of destruction.
Sure.
This is the classic mystery of one culprit, two identities. The one trying to kill Elation is the Lord Ravager, Asat Pramod, played by the Veracity! What am I even saying?
Classic whodunit. This is more like a classic Who's the Dummy.
Alright, Ashrael's turn. I want to see what crazy fucking theory he comes up with.
Ah, I get it now. All this thing does is make wild guesses sound reasonable. So far, that's the most accurate piece of information we've gotten.
No need to be so serious, detective. Why don't you show us what you've got? By the way, what type of detective are you?
Me? I'm the tough guy type. I don't waste time on useless details. I aim straight at the heart of the problem. You're not wrong. Asat Pramod is Nanook's weapon to assassinate Aha. Whatever his plan may be, the target doesn't change. Remember, as far as humanity knows, there are only 3 ways an Eon can fall.
I mean, humanity doesn't know a whole lot about it, though.
A broader path engulfs a narrower one. Divine warfare between eons, and the third one, What was it again?
Forcing an Aeon to turn away from their own path.
Whichever it is, none of it sounds remotely connected to Planarcadia. So, what makes you so certain Asat Pramad is here on business, not on vacation?
Because we folks just dug up one heck of a treasure from underground. And in the stories tied to them, we've unearthed more than a few names worth paying attention to.
Yes, yes. The Shepherd, the Bragi, the En route, the Dorothy, and Scarecrow who wrote the book, theoretically, about all this stuff.
Right. He's the one I can't stop thinking about. The stories change every time, but they all circle back to the same logic. En route defeated the Veracity by some means.
You're right. Then who is this En route? Do you know him?
En route.
Of course she does! Everyone in the tavern knows that name. Long ago, its owner grew tired of jokes, cast aside his mask, and walked away. Some say he became a mourning actor. Others say he jumped into IX's black hole. But none of that matters. What truly matters is that you have my unreal Sparks and Spark.
Is that how you get all your scheme ideas?
I knew it.
Give it back, give it back! That's a big order my client wants immediately.
What do you mean, give it back? It just wandered off, and I happened to find it on the way, so I brought it home. You want it? Here, take it.
Absolutely not. Wait, right now? This doesn't sound like you at all.
She found out it doesn't work.
No. If it's a no, it's a no. Guess I'll keep it. Bye-bye.
Yeah, that's classic Sparksy.
Sir, do you need to hire a private detective?
Hey!
Alright, she's allowed to dual task. Let him make some money.
Can you catch her for me?
Of course. I'll have that thing returned to you safe and sound in half a day. But, in exchange, I'd like you to elaborate a bit more on what you were saying.
Damn, only asking for information, not even money? There you go, Sampo.
Oh, so that's why you're here. Now, old Sempo's intel isn't cheap. Waiving the fee won't quite cut it, will it?
I don't know, he is a pricey detective, Sampo.
Name your price. Put it on Pearl's tab.
Ha! Just kidding. Money talk's boring. Besides, the Astral Express and I go way back. Oh, and I wouldn't scam you two.
Surely not. Never.
The en route you're looking for lives up to the name. There's nowhere he can't reach. Only places he hasn't been yet.
Right.
He's the gold standard of the masked fools. He only shows up where he's least welcome. A mourning actor's stage, a friend's wedding, even inside the Veracity's mouth. All for the sake of a good laugh. Oh.
That lines up. Sounds like the origin of the legend. So, he's a friend of yours?
Not a chance! Back when old Sempo was still a kid, En route was already a name in the history books.
How old is old Sampo?
He left the tavern during the Second Prosperity. They say after hearing 30 trillion jokes, he never laughed again. Before he left, En route said one thing that, at the time, no one cared about. Elation has been dead for a long time.
Where did he go after he left the tavern?
The tavern has 10,000 mouths, all telling different stories. All I know is this. He said he was headed for the true world's end. And then he vanished without a trace.
How do you know all this?
Oh, I've been around long enough to have my own channels. Just trust old Sempo.
I do not, but sure.
And about catching Sparksy?
Leave it to me. I keep my word.
Do we actually have to catch her, or... Onward is a fool who loves going to places where he isn't welcome. He left the tavern after the second prosperity, heading to the true world's end. March.
Ah, see? You only need that 10% of the story to be true.
The last thing he said was really scary.
So many unanswered questions about en route. He has to be tied to Asat Pramod somehow, but our leads at the tavern have run their course. Let's go pay a visit to another expert next.
Sounds fun.
Oh. Speak of the devil. Only a Cienjo general could have arranged something like this, I suppose.
You're doing this here? In the open? You don't want to find, like, a shady back alley?
I'm surprised as well.
Hey, Roan May.
You've only just left Amphorius, and already you've managed to draw the attention of another Lord Ravager.
Not on purpose. It was supposed to be a vacation.
Miss Ron May? And Miss Ting Yoon?
Did you say Ron May? Ruan, isn't it?
We're here by General Yao Guang's request. It seems we arrived just in time.
At first, I only came because the Shenzhou extended an invitation, and it seemed impolite to refuse. Now that I'm here, I see it was well worth the trip.
I mean, you're not even really here. Which is why this scene is really funny. I appreciate that Tingyun's just in the background. She seems tired.
So, let me get to the point.
Sure.
Ouroboros has long been dead. Their death was merely buried beneath layers of secrecy.
Sounds about right.
Hardly surprising. They disappeared after the Swarm disaster, and there are many different opinions on where they went. The Intelligentsia Guild claims the Veracity ate their fill and entered hibernation. I don't buy it. Those scholars are fond of post-meal naps themselves, likely just projecting their own habits.
Rude?
You seem surprisingly calm, which makes sense. After all, the shadow in your right hand is evidence as well. Why
Call
don't you
them out like
tell
that.
everyone what happened to the Galaxy Rangers back on Von Walk?
Von Walk?
Sprightly Von Walk. I've heard there's a particular phenomenon that occurs on that rainforest planet. Plants multiply and grow and are then harvested like wild grass. A cycle repeating every few decades.
Are the plants people?
Almost identical to the Phantom Moon games.
But how are the two connected? When you hear plants and growth, shouldn't that make you think of abundance?
Can't keep blaming the abundance for everything, March.
Wait.
It seems you figured it out. By coincidence, abundance is another thing the two worlds have in common.
Hooray.
When coincidences pile up, they cease to be coincidences, Mr. Ashvale. No. Leader of the Rangers, Mr. La Mancha. Perhaps you could explain this to our nameless friend.
Back on Von Walk, I'd already long since stopped being a ranger.
I think one never really stops being a ranger.
Your conjecture is basically correct, Miss Ron May. You're not the only genius to take life as a subject of study. By the time I arrived, the atavistic experiment was already approaching its final phase. Dr. Primitive had set his sights on an ancient Leviathan.
Oh, fun.
Beneath Von Walk's surface, there also lay the remains of the Veracity.
You stopped him.
The Rangers stopped him. Back then, Mr. N was still human.
Yes, I figured.
Now, deep beneath Ahatopia, another corpse of the Leviathan lies buried. If I'm not mistaken, there are countless other worlds carrying out the same ritual. Aha sealed Ouroboros' body among the stars, suppressed it with abundance, siphoned the power of the Path of Veracity, and called it a game. This is what people call the Phantasmoon Games.
Aha? Why would they do such a thing?
Zaha is a
You may
chaotic
remember,
bastard.
The Express once delivered a Leviathan's carcass to me. That wasn't the only one in my collection.
Why do you have
By
those?
arranging remains from different eras in sequence, I discovered something rather intriguing. At a certain moment over 1,000 Amber eras ago, just as Akivili began traveling in pursuit of their ideal, all creations of the Veracity lost the same organ. Their taste buds.
What does that imply?
The purpose of consumption changed. Be they spawns, depth crawlers, or void song whales, their genetic markers encoding gustatory organs vanished entirely. Creatures walking the path of Veracity became nothing more than biological black holes, consuming without discrimination.
You're trying to imply that before they lost their taste buds, they were eating, like... eating just a normal-ish amount?
This was not natural evolution. Through the simulated universe, I identified the point of divergence in history. A concept had disappeared from the path of Veracity.
Interesting.
Consider this. What do taste buds provide?
Satisfaction. Because you taste. That taste then triggers things in the brain, yada yada. I mean, that's a biological thing.
Yummy flavors?
Never change, March.
Precisely. Savoring something's aftertaste is an act of elation.
Damn.
So Aha stole the original Prima Mobile of the Veracity?
The simulated universe proves nothing on its own, but the primal desires of life have always been entangled.
So the elation exists, and because tasting food is a part of elation, all the Veracity loses its taste buds, thus it becomes basically a gaping black hole because it lost its ability to gain satisfaction from tasting. Therefore, Aha's responsible for the Veracity being a pain in the ass, and then decided to kill the Veracity multiple times and bury them in a bunch of random planets.
Think of it as my intuition. The conflict between the eons of elation and Veracity stretches all the way back to primordial times.
How many people know about this?
There used to be 2. I only told Yuqing 2. Now, there are 5. After this, I can't be sure.
Basically, she doesn't know who you're gonna go yap to, so...
Exploit the old conflict between Aha and Ouroboros to ignite a divine war, or allow intersecting paths to devour one another. Of the 3 known ways to kill an Eon, the Arcadia fulfills at least 2. Now who still thinks Asap Brahman is here on vacation?
But you still haven't explained where it came from.
You mean the shadow? It has nothing to do with Funlock.
Oh?
Call it a twist of fate. This isn't my first encounter with the Astral Express, nor my first time dealing with a Lord Ravager.
You old as hell. But you're old as hell in a really funny way because you just keep cryogenically freezing yourself and then, like, I guess sleeping for amber eras at a time and then popping out, doing some shit, and then going back to sleep.
My home was destroyed by Zulo. I had a brief encounter with a former navigator.
You said that with trepidation.
A navigator of the Express?
Yes. Starseer, I see. He'd already retired by then.
Oh?
He was the one who told me about the Shadow. According to IC, it was one of many remnants left behind when the Express first carved paths along the edges of the cosmos. I led the Rangers to suppress the Shadow, and devised the plan to assassinate Zulo. But I never learned why it was there in the first place.
Okay, so the Express charts their little things. They run over the shadow of Veracity, which is possible because based on the legend that we just read with the Elation dude, at some point one of the Elation dudes quote-unquote stole the shadow to use as a disguise. But it could also just be Aha killing the Veracity. Either way, you got a hold of the Veracity's shadow, shoved it in your arm, sealed it with some fucking nails through your goddamn wrist.
Don't you find it strange, Mr. Ashvale?
Everything is strange, Ron May.
Strange?
When coincidences pile up, they cease to be coincidences. Like an experiment with results that are too perfect, it's enough to send a chill down your spine. If you don't mind, let's walk through the whole thing once more.
Sure.
Earlier, what did you two uncover in the tavern?
Someone suspected to be a Sot Pramod knew about the Veracity's secret. Before disappearing, he said he was headed for the end of the world.
And then? Who did he say the shadow belonged to?
A former navigator. The shadow was a remnant left behind when he charted the cosmos.
If the world's end isn't the tavern, then where is it?
I don't know if anyone can answer that question. Not even Akivilli.
March, think, where is the protagonist currently going? The end of the world in Canvas.
Wait. Don't tell me.
En route only goes where he isn't welcome. After leaving the tavern, he went to the Astral Express.
The detective game is over.
Please look cool. You know, or just be a voice. I'd also be kind of okay with that. Lord Ravager Asset Pramat is back. Laughter, but he joke. Sure. En route, heading for the True World's End Astral Express. Haven't in a long time, friend. Hello.
I have to say, not many people can make me change my plans. Whether in the past or present, you've always been one of them.
Like Christmas-themed present.
So, it is you.
You know how it is, kid.
Nice mask.
I've always enjoyed arriving uninvited.
Well, okay.
Pearl said she would arrange a ferry to pick us up at the Seafeld City dock. The place we're going to holds clues about Graphia. Really?
Attention passengers, welcome to the Seaside Line. The current stop is Seafeld Station.
Well, isn't this very peaceful after all that? Ew.
It is an honor to, well, shall I say, be of service to you again. To be honest, when Madame Pearl invited you to visit the Perlux Tower, I was supposed to be your guide. I ended up being replaced by a total fraud.
Don't worry, that happens literally all the time.
My name is Feld. By order of Madame Pearl, I will be escorting you to your destination.
Thank you, Mr. Feld.
You are too kind. I followed the battle in Seafeld City very closely. Serving a hero such as yourself is a true privilege.
Considering some of the people here don't think I'm a hero, you saying that actually puts me not at ease.
I assume Madame Pearl has already briefed you on our destination?
World.
I see. It so happens that Madame Pearl is tied up with an unforeseen event, so allow me to brief you in her stead. The destination of our boat journey is a hotel known as Inkford Hermitage. It is situated at the end of a Dovebrook tributary that ultimately flows into the sea. It is one of the points where the world in canvas intersects with reality.
Hell yeah.
Yes, to be precise, she lived there 1,000 years ago. Legend says the miraculous canvassing of the mortal world happened there. Would Madame Pearl, a die-hard fan, pass up a sacred site like that?
This cult.
Word is that Madame Pearl just flicked her wrist, signed a check with an astronomical figure, and bought the whole plot of land. She also snatched up every single piece of Graffia's lost works she could find without bothering to verify their authenticity. Whew, I guess money really does let you do whatever you want.
Yes, our prevailing theme of damn these fucking rich people.
That's not even the half of it. I don't know where her obsession comes from, but she's dead set on the idea that Graffia is still alive. If she gets even a whiff of anything remotely related to Graffia, she's got her people on it at the snap of a finger. But all they could find were Imagine knockoffs. Random, pretty redheads based on nothing but imagination. I bet her reaction went something like this. Objective. Locate the original. Error. Detecting excessive quantity of low-quality merchandise.
You? I remember you! You're that fraudster from Perlux Tower!
Yeah.
Perlux Tower? I've never set foot in that place in my life.
Oh, I know it's you. I've seen the footage. You're wearing the exact same outfit.
And also, you've got the same janky-ass haircuts.
Oh, a slip-up in an otherwise perfect plan. Relax. Your job is safe this time.
Cut it out, you scoundrel! You can't talk your way out of this. Who exactly are you?
This is the author of the Fluffy.
This is the author of Fluffy Across the Blue. Blurry QR Cult.
Huh. Is that so? My apologies. How rude of me.
God,
Miss
your
Colt,
hair.
it's an honor to finally
Seriously,
see
who
the
just
face
grabbed
behind
chunks
the
of her
work.
hair and just started
Please
lobbing
pardon
them?
my yelling.
No worries, no worries.
So, are you coming with me, or are you getting kidnapped?
It's only normal for a famous comic artist to travel with bodyguards, no?
Miss Blurry QR Colt, let's be clear. You are being transported under escort. Your current credit balance is in the negative. Madame Pearl has offered you a lifeline by asking you to complete the next volume of the Fluffy.
Whoa, this is not my fault. Remember Alloy King Pom Pom from Perlux Tower? I tried to put everything on Pearl's tab, but she found out and charged it back to me.
Oh, girl.
Who knew a figurine could be so expensive? It cost me more than my entire savings.
You actually had savings?
Hey, I pay for my own meals. Is that so shocking to you? Is it?
Yes.
So you're escorting her to, shall we say, an intensive creative retreat?
Correct. The objective is to deliver the manuscript and clear her debts. The estimated duration is 56 days.
Hear that? It's not a hotel. It's hell. Where you get whipped for not finishing your scripts on time.
Oh. Good luck with that.
The boat has arrived. When you're ready, let's begin our journey to Inkford Hermitage. Please, mind your step as you board.
Sure.
We have arrived. This is the snowy shore of the canvas world, Inkford Hermitage.
Okay.
Oh. Are those Wispae floating on the water?
Oh, yeah, there.
Oh dear, there are so many Wispae. They are blocking the boat's route. But no need to panic. Please follow my lead.
Happy little Jello cubes. Oh, let's go. Ice blocks are fragile. Attacking an ice block with a bow and arrow will cause it to crack, and attacking again will shatter it. A trailblazing stropping of servers on fire. Got it. Surface of the ice block is smooth. Walking on it grants a speed boost. Got it. Must always check for secrety secrets. Snowflakes falling into shattered ice blocks can cause them to refreeze. I don't like that.
Ooh, a safe docking. For a second, I thought we were going to hit an iceberg or something.
Well, the Imaginary have taken over the boat. So, why are they here?
They probably sensed your wish power. You are the Phantasm Moon Games superstar, no?
Girl, I'm being accused of murder. Several times.
Look, one's trying to hitch a ride on you.
Stick it on me.
Must have been when we came ashore. Oh, what a devoted fan.
Everyone, welcome to Inkford Hermitage.
I mean, it looks like a nice enough place to be forced to write a book.
I was imagining a Benzai Tengoku style manor or something. So you demolished your idol's old residence and replaced it with a luxury hotel.
Damn, judging.
Of course not. Benzai Tengoku vanished more than 1,000 years ago. The original structure is long lost to time. The IPC only chose this location because this is one of the weakest points between reality and the world in canvas. Many Imaginae are born every day, but just as many ancient lineages of Imaginae hide themselves away in the world in canvas once their wish power dry up, or as they grow weary of the mortal world.
I get that.
This is the final stop before they enter the world in canvas, and this is where they bid farewell to reality. They rest here, organize memories spanning centuries, and then pass beyond the point of no return. Rumor has it that Graphia's soul appears from time to time to guide these weary Imaginae on their path.
I like that.
There's a sense of parting in the air. No wonder the soul of the mother of Imagenesis feels an attraction Super Creator. This must be the finest well of inspiration.
Well, considering your debt, you better hope it is.
Miss Colt, now that you're in this well too, you ought to make the most of it. Let's go. I'll lead the way.
Yes, little purple blobs, it's gonna be important. Of course. Of course. Human eyes, they disturb me. Well, this umbrella's not doing much, all things considered. Reaction to the treasure. Blade. Too cool to react to opening a chest. Hello, ghost.
Is that?
Ah, the golden tree in the distance. We call it Myriad Wish Grove. It's said that it shares the same lineage as the sacred trees on the floating island of Seafeld and the Phantom Moon courtyard.
Yep, probably
Before
does.
entering the canvas, the Imaginae go there to return their wishes, setting out unburdened.
More things for me to read when I'm done streaming. Bit of a weirdo. The lore. Oh, ain't this just peachy? Gimme. Goddamn. Nice. Haha! I missed something in there. That's, to be fair, why I usually tend to do them after the stream. During the stream, I want to, like, get progress done.
We have arrived. The hotel staff will take over from here. I'll take my leave.
Goodbye, sir.
Oh, it's freezing. It's cold enough for a typical snowstorm mansion murder mystery.
Ah, hell yeah, let's do it.
Anyone here? Hello? Hello?
Honored guests, my apologies for the late welcome.
Oh, no wonder it's so cold. It's an actual snow wispy. Hello there, little one.
I am the lobby manager, Casper.
Of course, that's your name.
You have a very high body temperature. Please, try not to overheat the room.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am the popular comic artist, Blur.
The former comic artist, Miss Nihilux.
Oh, my true name is gone, just like that. Oh wait, did you say former?
The big shots upstairs gave me a heads up. You are now an asset of Perlux Corp. You'll be staying here until you finish your next volume.
Well, have fun.
Every guest in this hotel is an Imaginee with quite a history. That Arcadian over there? That's a former superhero.
Very cute.
Which one? Never heard of him.
That one over there is one of the oldest strangelings. They're a former Kappa. These days, they work as the hot springs manager.
A Kappa? Didn't that lineage of Imaginee go extinct when the IPC first arrived?
There are still a few survivors that slipped through the net.
Why did the IPC's arrival mean that all the Kappa fucking died out?
As for Casper myself, I am a former frost giant. Little old me was once a tall, mighty, and majestic giant. Of course, that was back in the Cinder Age.
So you're basically an antique who knows a bunch of old secrets. What corner did they dig you out of?
Nihilux, you're being kind of rude.
From a block of ice. It is sad how a giant block of ice melts into tiny pieces over time. I have forgotten the names of most of my friends. And I have not tasted a crispy, charred Void Ranger in a long, long while now.
You want to taste a crispy charred Void Ranger? I'm a current nameless.
Indeed, another glittering nameless.
Another? How's that?
That is a secret.
Unhelpful. Do you have any information on Graphia, the former?
Sightings of Lady Graphia are as common as the snowflakes here.
Okay.
Ever since the news spread that her soul would reside at the hotel, all those Imaginee who mimic her and the weirdos who insist they have a connection to her have flocked here. You see, they all claim they have some sort of connection to her, or hold some secret about her.
I bet they're just trying to scam people out of wish power and credits. Just like all those people who swear they're AHA.
You're not wrong. But whenever the higher-ups ask for a report, little old Casper here can always pad it out and hand over a long list of names. Nameless. Good luck with your inquiries. Bye now.
Alright. Later, Frost Giant. Hasn't tasted Void Ranger crispy fried in a long time. Alright. Graphia.
You can see me, and I shall hide no longer. Indeed, I am Graphia, the sovereign of all paintings, the source of all schools, the mother who birthed all Imagine. Unfortunately, my wish power is spent, and I can no longer weave my imagination arts. But you and I share a fate, with just a few wish bays to aid me.
I am Graphia. If you're giving away wish bays, you should give them to me.
No, I am Graphia. Does this red armor not make it obvious?
You know? Right, the more the merrier.
I don't care which. One of you, come help me fight a Lord Ravager.
The Lord Ravager? To be honest, we are Graphia, but we're not Graphia.
Simply put, we are Imagine born from people's imaginations of Graphia. As for me, I was sketched by a rather unskilled illustrator for a history textbook, which explains why I look a bit rough.
I am a wispy form from the concentrated longing for Graphia in Planarcadia.
I am the armored goddess Graphia from the 52-episode animated series Apocalypse of Ashes, Mecha Wars. Care to witness my signature move? Dance of the Inkblade. If you're looking for the real Graphia, I'd suggest you give up. I've seen countless Imagine on the verge of exhausting their wish power, begging the mother of Imagenesis to extend their lives with her paintbrush. Not a single one has ever succeeded. In the end, only those of us making a living off the Graphia brand are left.
The Graphia brand.
When it comes down to it, she's nothing more than a legend.
So, did she actually live here?
Who knows? Maybe the IPC made up some story to boost the hotel's revenue.
Possible.
The Cinder's age was over 1,000 years ago. Maybe the only thing left is the longing for Graphia.
There actually any way to meet her?
There's one very simple way.
Die.
She created all Imagine with her brush. Word has it, she waits at the end of the world in canvas to see off those whose time has come. But every Imagine who has seen her is, of course, dead.
So dying is the only way, huh? These three aren't just fakes.
Wackadoodles. That looks like I'll find a way.
As I suspected, finding Graphia was never going to be easy.
Besides us, there are plenty of ancient Imagine living here, ones that have long gone extinct elsewhere. Some even claim to be original works by Graphia herself.
If you're serious about finding Graphia, you should try asking them.
I heard Graphia is still here in this hotel.
Delicious books for me to read later.
There's still a chance for me to turn my life around.
I spent my whole life doing hard labor in a frozen wasteland. And now, death rewards me with hot springs.
Hell yeah. Hot springs. Very shallow ass hot springs, but hot springs.
Please don't linger around here.
You need to refrain from swimming in the hot springs. What are they? To look at. 1 second. Hello. Hello, not Shushong. Shouldn't take a hot spring bath after exercising. Perfect. Exposed. Frobusha. Sorry, boss. I guess I ended up exposing myself. Some things have gotten completely out of hand. You and I have no choice but to battle it out. Well, very tragic. Perish, you little brat.
Stars echo.
Tempered 1,000 times. Receive divinity. The dead return! Arthur and I see through you. Beasts slaughter each other! Fight to the death!
I, Frobusha, have failed after all. I am a sleepy Frobusha. Hold on a second, boss. Before drawing my last breath, I must compose an exquisite swan song to suit the occasion. I've been weary of the wage-earning Furbo life for way too long. I just want to return all my wish power and turn back to my original form. That's what I came to Inkport Hermitage to say final goodbye to you. I see. I'll let you go, then. Is that really okay? Can I go? Thank you, President. Even if I'm about to disintegrate into countless wispy and won't be able to play these little transformation games with you anymore, I'll be forever grateful to you. See ya. Alright. R.I.P.
Back in the day, I was quite a force to be reckoned with. And now, I've ended up like this. Pathetic.
Damn.
This glass of milk reminds me of my grandma.
I did fine. Understand. No running around. Alright, ex-Kappa.
I sense more stray thoughts and disturbance in the water. The Imaginae of today are far too restless.
Are you the Hot Springs manager?
Yes, yes. This old soul is just scraping by with what little talent I have left. The humans here call me Sudscour, a filthy name, but fitting for this frail and wretched form.
Fearful.
Are you here at the hot springs to wash away your stray thoughts? Or just to chat with the last Kappa of Ahatopia?
I am here to throw myself into the void and find Graphia. Last Kappa?
As you see, my kin have either been swallowed by the muddy currents or have fled into the canvas. Long, long ago, my people lived in every river and pond in Ahatopia. We tended the crops for the artists, and in return, they painted our descendants into existence.
Okay, why are you still here?
It is hard to leave one's homeland. Even when my kin have entered the canvas, even when the waters here are no longer clear, and even when the new Plu tribe has replaced us, this is still my home. It needs someone who remembers the old days. As long as I remain, the Kappa line is alive.
Alright, do you know Graphia? On hearing that name, the withered body of Ahatopia's last Kappa begins to tremble faintly. Please don't die.
Lady Graphia is the one who guided all Imaginae. Her name shines like moonlight through my dimming memories.
That's good.
Back then, the demons from beyond swept in like a dark tide. The filth and flames they brought could turn even the clearest stream into a toxic swamp. We Kappa were weak and could only shiver at the bottom of the rivers. But it was Lady Graphia who found us. She encouraged us, saying that every drop of clean water held power against the darkness. She taught us how to use water to protect the displaced mortals and wash away those impure monsters.
Though our impact was limited, that was the most heroic era for my kind.
What was she like?
Legend says that when she was a painter, she was a woman of radiant beauty. But in my fading memories, on the battlefield, she was a warrior with flowing red hair and pigment-stained armor. Some say she fought like a demon, but to me, her eyes shone brighter than the smoothest river stone. If you seek clues regarding Lady Graphia, you should visit the mountain behind the hotel. There are atonement statues left by Imagine there, filled with their prayers. It is also the site of Graphia's former residence. Casper likes to wander around there. He is a strangeling far older than I. Perhaps if you play in the snow with him, he might show you the way.
Thank you.
That is all I can tell you. After all, I am just a stubborn old Kappa, trying to keep this one pool of water a little cleaner.
Like that, dandy. I don't know who the fuck put this here. Anywho.
I spent my whole life doing hard labor in a frozen wasteland. Tell me.
So, you're here looking for Graphia's whereabouts on behalf of that Intellitron executive. I think it's unlikely that the mother of Imogenesis will see her.
No. I?
If she wanted to see her, it would already have happened. The IPC has practically turned the world and canvas upside down. You know this, right? Over 140 years ago, they brought in hackers from Punklord and did everything they could to blast open the passage between reality and the world and canvas. I think disturbing her world and canvas like that must have upset the mother of Imogenesis.
Well, I received the request from a friend of Graphia.
A friend of Graphia's? Just how long has that person been alive?
A while.
So that friend wanted you to find Graphia, but they didn't tell you how.
Aside from a single parting request, Evanescence had no time to leave behind any tokens or guidance, but that's not to say she left nothing at
The
all.
only thing Evanescence left that could be a token is the mask she painted herself, right?
You have any bright ideas?
Normally, I'd suggest you play that little snow puff ball for info. That good luck with your inquiries line definitely had a subtext. But since you're asking for a bright idea, you must have heard that in a certain corner of the universe, there's a mysterious ritual that can summon historical figures to the present day.
Are we talking about the Fate collab again?
The Holy Grail War!
We are talking about the Fate collab again. I've been in one.
Oh, right! That was your big adventure in Penacony. Oh, how nice. I hope Planarcadia holds one too.
How nice. The ritual that normally leads to death and horrors.
Then I don't need to explain the method. First, we need a catalyst. Do you have Graphia's brush or palette? Doesn't look like it.
If you didn't do the event, the event at all, would it still just act like you have? Or would she explain to you what the fuck the Holy Grail War is? Also, why do we keep making the Holy Grail War canon?
No matter, Miss Cult has got you covered. We use leyline resonance. This hotel is built on Graphia's former home. It still has a connection to her, like that vibrant golden tree.
Curious.
Wait, you aren't actually falling for this, are you?
So now I'm asking, what about Waste of time.
Sorry. I was just trying to lift the mood. Oh, honestly, I'm a chronic deadline misser who can barely save her own skin. How am I supposed to help you?
I'm surprised you're not trying to escape these guys so you can come with and document whatever we do for your next...
I've heard enough. Break time is over, Miss Nihilux.
Now that you understand your situation, stop wasting time. Start drawing!
I just checked in and I have to work already? I'm not some fully automated painting Mechatron. You do know that, right?
Girl, don't give them any ideas. They'll replace you with the AI.
A Mechatron can run for hundreds of hours straight. You cannot. That's exactly why every second counts. Now right this second, start increasing your value as a quality asset.
Hey, wait! This is kidnapping! Little raccoon, help me!
Well, rest in peace, Nihilux. It's been real. Nihilux is hauled away by 2 bodyguards, leaving nothing but her drawn-out cries for help echoing through the lobby. Sad.
Nihilux has a point. If that Casper guy is a survivor from the Sindarth Age, maybe he really does know something. Anyway, I'll start by asking around here.
Have...
Is there still a chance for me to turn my life around? I spent my
Reflecting.
whole life doing hard labor in a frozen wasteland. And now
Sneaky.
death rewards me with hot springs. Way to go.
Why? What is this? Oh. You? There's just books everywhere. Yeah, I'll come back and do these puzzles. Let's just try and progress. I'll stop for chests. Puzzles, maybe not. Ooh. An unremarkable snowman, yet for some reason, just being quietly watched by it makes you feel oddly provoked. Ick. You deliver a flying kick and the snowman explodes into pieces. I miss the flare of snow, you notice something glittering shooting out along with it. Oh. Money I can't actually spend and I don't know what to do with but money. And no, I can't go inside the, like,
Jasper?
kiosk.
Are you there?
Nope. I'm not.
Huh? Subtle. So subtle. And peel off this little bastard. Now, I find that the squares
It's yours.
are easier to find than the goddamn bugs. Distractions everywhere. Fine. Plot. Focus. Plot.
You found me, current nameless. I knew you'd come to ask about Lady Graphia.
Dude, it's my mission. I don't know what you're
But if
expecting.
I tried too hard to remember things from such a long, long time ago, my soft, squishy head starts to throb, and then I start melting. Drip, drop, drip, drop. So much of my memory feels like it's shrouded in a blizzard, and I can't see anything clearly. I'm sorry, but I don't think I can help you.
I'm here for a snowball fight.
A snowball fight? The game, the name, it feels so familiar. It feels like I had snowball fights every single day a long time ago. Shaping the snow into balls and flinging them at whatever strange intruders came barging in.
I'm happy that the memories of a fucking war are so pleasant for you now, Casper.
Well then, come at me, Nameless. I'm a snowball fight veteran. I won't lose.
Do I actually get to... I do. Alright, sure.
Well then.
Let's play snowballs. Oh god. Oh god. Years ago, Casper used to be a towering frost giant. They would often invite others to snowball fights, tossing on snowflakes, hedgehog, and gold coins as they pleased. Watch out, the hedgehog thrown by Casper will knock the Trailblazemon back. Really. Snowflake fine, money good. Can I just sit here and exploit him for coins? Or am I supposed to do something? I guess move on. God, he's everywhere. that a threat? Feels violent. I'm worried about killing this poor thing.
Things from the Cinder Age are still a bit blurry, but I definitely met Lady Graphia. I had snowball fights with her.
What's she like?
She was a great painter who led us in snowball fights. She'd even paint portraits for everyone.
Yeah, in such a positive way to remember the war.
Back then, when we wanted to see her, we'd go to her doorstep, light the ground lamps, and shout, "Snowball fight!" Then Lady Graphia would poke her head out of the window upstairs, unfurl the scroll, and whoosh! Slide right down into the snow. Then we'd have snowball fights against the Void Rangers together under the giant moon. If we won, I got to swallow the Void Rangers whole. They were so crispy and tasty.
Noted. Crispy and tasty.
There was someone else. Just thinking about them makes my blood boil.
Asat Pramod, or as he was known then.
He was a snowball fight master. I remember one time 8 of us teamed up to challenge him. But that guy knocked us all down with his snowballs like it was nothing. All from so far away. 6 of my friends were lying on the ground feeling beat. As for me, I think I got hit right in the neck. I saw
8 people in the Phantasmoon games? Perhaps Snowball Fight is a euphemism for the Cinderth Age Wars?
Yeah.
So, in that round of the Phantasmoon games, Graphia must have fought a terrifyingly powerful opponent. It seems only she and Casper survived the fight.
I saw her once. Just once. By then, Ahatopia had already been transported into the canvas. It was so quiet and lonely. I couldn't find my other 6 friends, but I remembered where Lady Graphia lived. So, I went to her front door again, lit the ground lamps and shouted, "Snowball fight!" It felt like only a second had passed. Just the blink of an eye, yet somehow it also felt like forever. At last, I saw her drift out. She held me and cried, saying, "I'm sorry, and you've done well," over and over. It was just one lost game. We could have just won it back some other time, but that was the last I saw of her.
Oh, buddy. You've done well.
Why are you saying that too? It's making me feel all strange. That's about all Casper can remember. If you're still up for fun and games, come find me for another snowball fight sometime.
So, to summarize, Casper likes to light the ground lamps and call for her near Graphia's old home. Now, where can I find those ground lamps?
Oh god, the floating ominously. Technically, you shouldn't be moving the set pieces here without permission, but in a crisis like this, who cares about a few measly hotel management regulations? In any case, once you're done borrowing it, you can always play a couple rounds of snowball fights with Casper to make up for it. Yes, we must steal the lights.
Even next to such a lively hot spring hotel, there's... Oh, these atonement statues all look like small animals. I should find a prominent spot for the ground lamps.
Gimme. I don't know if I even get anything for, like, collecting these bastards, but eh. You. Again. Oh! Okay. Bastard. Thanks for the rescue, boss. It's been 1,000 years since the Gorgon turned me into a stone statue. There are definitely no Furbos in the Floating Grease Chronicles. This identity has been exposed. I suppose I must claim that I'm actually the legendary stone from which the Great King pulled the sword. Too much crossover talk. I'm just doing it for laughs anyway. Bye, boss. Trying to dock too much of my pay. That looks just... Sure. No exploring, only plot. I did say that myself. The game is holding me to it.
These two little lamps don't look reliable at all. Whatever. It's not like I have any other way.
I'll fight.
Who dares disturb my 1,000-year slumber? Not only will I refuse to grant you 3 wishes, I shall also lock you in my canvas to suffer in my stead!
Thanks for the invite. I'm not quite dead yet, but I don't feel alive either.
Yeah, I figured that she would escape. So...
I'm testing the deadline. I snuck out.
How did you sneak out?
This mountain path is so quiet and secluded. Ooh, what a great spot for a night stroll. Listening to the calming sound of the springs. Who knows? Maybe my inspiration will flow again like these waters.
Uh-huh. And maybe if you watch me, I'll do something that you can turn into a comic. Inspiration is draw, but your excuses for missing deadlines certainly aren't.
I was hoping to find some inspiration out here. With those 2 goons breathing down my neck, anyone would hit a complete creative block.
Probably.
Look at this old stone statue! Ooh, doesn't it look like Hemicat?
It does, which is weird.
I just reached the real versus fake Hemicat arc in my comic. Let me pay my respects. Maybe Graphia will bless me with enlightenment.
Miss Colt, when did you sneak out?
That was fast!
I let my guard down for just 1 second, and corporate asset, I mean Miss Colt, escaped. Now that's scary.
No way are you running away and taking our jobs with you. Good thing this kind lady spotted where you were headed. Otherwise, you might have slipped away for real.
Let's go. Back to the room to finish your work.
Rest in peace, Nelux.
Come on, not again! Little raccoon! Help!
What am I supposed to do for you? Nelux is once again hauled away by 2 bodyguards, leaving only her drawn-out cries for help echoing across the hillside.
Being an artist sure is grueling. I remember being held in a room and watched by 6 or 7 people, too. I wasn't allowed to leave until I finished painting either.
Is it just like the eternal artistic suffering of eventually reaching a creative block and kind of needing to be bullied and to keep going? Are you still here?
Hmm? You're asking me? Weren't Aren't you the one searching so desperately for me? My name is Murata Graphia, guardian of the world in canvas. It is a pleasure to meet you, nameless of the Astral Express.
You're saying you are Graphia? Huh. She really does look a lot like Himiko.
Prove it?
Child, you were the one who lit the ground lamps, were you not? If memory serves, that was the secret signal my old friends used to call for me. I simply answered the call, yet you doubt my identity. How strange. Let me think. I believe I know why you've come to find me. The arbitrator of the Phantasmoon Games asked you to tell me that our old enemy, the Demon Lord from Beyond, has returned. Am I correct?
Oh, okay. You know about all that. That's good. That's positive.
Since Ahatopia's in canvassing, Evanescia and I agreed to guard reality and the world in canvas separately, never to meet again. But over the past 1,000 years, I often hoped we might reunite in some way. Who would have thought, when word of her finally reached me again, there'd be no warm greetings, but instead only an impending crisis? You must have many questions.
Sure. I am given a lot of options. What exactly happened 1,000 years ago? How did you fight him? How do you know who I am? Have you lived for 1,000 years? Pearl asked me to find out the secret of creating your world in canvas. I don't care about that. How do you know who I am?
My, you certainly have a lot of questions. But before I enlighten you, during the Sindirth Age, that demon lord from beyond once took the form of a friend to infiltrate the Resistance, causing catastrophic casualties.
Yes, and if he's capable of taking on the form of a friend, who's to say you can't take on your form and is you right now?
Do you carry a token from Evanescia? She painted a supplicant's mask for you.
Yeah, well, it didn't look like that originally. It looked like a shitty raccoon, and then I transformed it, and now it looks like a goddamn... It looks like this. Back the mask.
The secrets you seek are many and tangled. Perhaps I should start by telling you a story. 1,000 years ago, the legions of the demons from beyond descended upon Ahatopia, marking the beginning of the Sindirth Age. For the destruction, taking a life is easier than brushing aside a feather. Among the countless victims, a baby girl was saved by a painter from the brink of death. He took her in as his daughter and named her Graphia.
Okay.
To protect his daughter, the painter kept her confined to their home. While the fires of disaster swept across the land, Graphia lived in seclusion. Until one day, a falling star streaked across the dark sky, and a deafening roar shattered the silence of the wasteland. Unable to contain her curiosity, the young girl slipped out of the house to follow the sound. And so she saw it. Beneath the cold phantasmoon, a tower of infinity stood on the mountain range at the edge of the horizon. This tower had countless windows and rose section by section, slender and tall. More than an actual tower, it looked like a wounded iron dragon that had fallen to the earth.
Is that the train?
Indeed. That tower, which stood only for a moment, was the crashed Astral Express. And Graphia's family name, Murata, came from the wondrous sight she saw. At the time, the wrecked train was surrounded by countless abominable monsters. Amidst these foul enemies, a few warriors in strange attire fought tirelessly. But they fell one by one. It was only much later that Graphia understood that those who fought and died for Ahatopia shared a common name. The Nameless, who walked the path of the Trailblaze.
Okay.
That was the day that Graphia stepped into the mortal world. Her life as the mother of Imogenesis began in a long, drawn-out war, fought at a severe disadvantage. She was forced to seek the aid of the Phantasmoon Games, attempting to use the mighty power of an Ionic ritual to lock the terrifying demon lord from beyond within a limited battlefield.
Not the most terrible idea.
This was also the first time in the history of the Phantasmoon Games that the 8 supplicants joined forces to confront a powerful enemy from beyond, the Lord Ravager, Asat Pramad.
Okay. Did you win?
She lost. Graphia did not win the Phantasmoon Games, nor did she manage to kill Asat Pramad. In the final days of the Sindirth Age, she gathered every ounce of wish power to paint the world into a scroll. Using herself as a nail to steady the canvas, she sealed the Lord Ravager outside.
Okay. Feel capable of shutting out a Lord Ravager.
Yes. As long as the scroll still enshrouds reality, he won't be able to lay a finger on the Leviathan's remains buried deep within Ahatopia. The story is over. I have received Evanesia's message.
Okay.
I also have a token I'd like you to give her. Please, let us journey together to the other side.
Are we leaving right now?
So, are we leaving right now?
Or have we already left?
No, there is no need to rush. You have a friend here who is lingering with a heart full of farewells.
You mean... Blade?
Follow this path down to the riverbank of Myriad Wish Grove. You'll find many Wispe gathered there. When you are ready, choose a Wispe. Whisper Graphia's name and your wish to cross over to the other shore. Then release the Wispe into the river.
Feels a bit like I'm using
When
the
time
Wispe,
comes,
but sure.
I will bring the ferry to deliver you into the canvas.
Graphia vanished? How elusive. Anyway, I should head to the riverbank of Myriad Wishgrove first.
Over here. Convenient tree blocking my path. Got it.
I've heard that in the same forest, giant trees will fight each other for nutrients. How about this? We just feed Shuhu to that tree in the courtyard. It would save us a long trip. Say something.
Didn't know you were a forestry expert.
Blade, you're breaking your daughter's tiny little heart. How could you?
I'm not joking. I'm serious.
If the Elwood absorbed another emanator of abundance, it would likely bring about an even greater catastrophe. Right now, there is no other option besides the Veracity Husk.
If the abundance grows too strong, the ambrosial arbor loses control, and the Arcadia is doomed. If the abundance is too weak, the husk spirals out of control, and the Arcadia is doomed just the same. It's called an Arcadia, but the whole thing is built on a razor's edge. Does that mean the essence of the elation is just dark humor?
Girl, you're starting to sound like the morning actors.
You're afraid.
I'm not. I respect your choice.
Even if she doesn't agree with it.
What? You don't think I know what that Xianzhou person meant? 1 in 10 chance? There is no chance at all. Listen, I just can't stand by and watch one of my kin sacrifice himself.
Kin.
What else? Friend? Colleague? Playmate? The guy who carries my bags when we go shopping?
I suppose all of those fit.
Fit? How? Sometimes I can't tell if you're actually dumb or just playing dumb.
A little bit of both.
I hear you. Just assume it's the former. Simpler that way. My mind is made up. You should understand. Misplaced emotions will only cause the mission to fail.
You really are just playing dumb. To be honest, I'm the same way. If I could see Firefly cured of her illness, Kafka finally finding the heart she's looking for, and that girl reclaiming her future, then I'd be willing to pick up that level 999 cartridge too. Even if it means becoming nothing but a shadow of the Dark Zone.
Don't. At the TV tower, you already severely overspent your time. Don't touch that thing again. Besides, why are you telling me this? You should tell them yourself.
Yeah, she's trying to prove she cares about you, you dumbass.
Because just like you, I'm a total, stuck-up softie. Happy now?
Feel better?
No. Unless you give me a sincere apology and a proper goodbye, we're not settled.
Not settled. Is that right?
Oh man, your nose is disappearing. Barely a shadow of it left.
Fair enough.
There it is.
Whether as Ying Xing or as Blade, my journey has reached its end.
My man.
Before the final verdict, I should say a proper goodbye to my kin. Who's there?
It's me. Hello. Hold your fire.
Next time, it'd be better if you didn't try to sneak up on us like that.
I knew you would come.
Yeah, I'm sure. Anyway, found the thing.
I met the legendary Graphia. She told me a way to enter the world in canvas. If we simply chant her name and release a Wispe into the river, she'll come to ferry us.
A legend from 1,000 years ago. And she's actually still alive?
Questionable how alive she is.
After all, you two are practically the same age. Knowing that gives me a bit more hope that you can actually make it back.
The second that they weren't alone anymore, Silverwolf went back to roasting him.
Then let's begin.
This is pretty. Old abundance tree of abundance. Abundance things. Ghosts. Goddamn, this thing. Yeah, alrighty. Into the tree. Yes.
You are unusually talkative today. Are you trying to buy time?
Don't bully her. You jerk. Okay.
should do it. Right? Little one, I choose you.
Terrible idea.
I summon Graphia, mother of Imogenesis. May she come forth and deliver us into the world in canvas. No Wispy were harmed in the making of this operation.
Graphia! Graphia! Everyone! Into the world in canvas!
How odd. This time, the visitors actually know of my existence.
Ma'am?
Strange. Why is the boat coming from downstream?
Being scammed. Gamboozled. By something.
I heard your call, and have come by boat to guide you across. Greetings,
Modern boat.
travelers who seek to leave the mortal world behind. It is a pleasure to meet you. Oh? Not an Imagine, but someone here to settle the past and family members seeing them off?
I guess so.
The power of abundance. What a nostalgic scent. There is something terrifying slumbering within you.
I've heard that something lies at the end of the world in canvas, with the power to suppress it. Will you show us the way?
Ah, I see. You are better informed than I thought. I understand. Time is of the essence. Please, step aboard.
Thank you.
I don't trust any of this.
Mountains lie distant. The waters still. And snow settles.
There's no time for poetry, Blade.
A fine moment to bring this weary life to its end.
Jesus Christ, you were given a 1 in 10 chance. Don't just assume it's the 9.
Bring a weary life to its end. To my eyes, the power taking root within you is far from withering away.
It's just a matter of time.
The journey downstream is long. As is custom, I must collect your past stories as fair. I shall use them to paint the path forward, which will guide us to the other side.
My past stories. I am not much of a storyteller.
Well, learn.
There is no need to weave your thoughts into a complete story. A single memory, a single breath. These too are parts of your past. Only by letting go of the past can you truly set forth with an open heart. Is that not so?
Go ahead. Say something. I'm curious too.
Oh god. I looked at the Wisp Bay and it triggered.
I shall begin with that lone island of Insumosu. It was a
Playing
desolate
Blade while
wasteland,
he's over there.
untouched and forgotten. Desolate. Cold. The perfect place to lay the dead to rest. I planted rusted, broken blades in the wasteland as a mark of my departure. Little did I know that even after joining the Stellaron Hunters, I would find myself returning there time and again, bringing along a few new swords with me. Their owners, some of them sought my life, only to fall by my hand. Others simply wished to see me one last time, as their own lives flickered out. I was once a craftsman, and those swords, they were all my own creations. I raised those wordless monuments for my old friends, one by one, until they became a forest of broken blades. And what about me? And my sword. When will it finally join them in that forest?
I will follow your words with my brush and paint the ideal end.
Red. And ominous.
Sword barrier. We've reached the shore you've been seeking.
Okay.
What is this place?
This is the world in canvas. A mirror to your soul. Blooming as your heart dictates. May this meadow be everything you wished for.
Superb artistry. And yet, I thought you would paint the desolation within me instead.
My man.
Desolation? I saw no desolation in your story. Instead, I found the lingering regrets of a master craftsman.
You would know, as the artist.
The fire that tempers black steel and shapes 100 blades does not burn upon the forge or anvil. It burns within your heart. That spark within you has yet to fade. It is why this plane has chosen to bloom into flowers.
Staring him down.
We've got no clue what you two are on about with all this cryptic talk. But you smiled just now, didn't you?
Still is.
No, I didn't. We should go.
You would never smile, Silverwolf. How dare you accuse him of such a thing? Damn. Be snow or sand. Okay, I can't go much further. Worth it though.
He finally smiled. I'm actually the one who can't even smile. This sucks.
Making your child depressed, you bastard. Wasteland was born from Forgotten Island and Beacon Desolate serves as the ultimate resting place for lost souls.
We have reached the end.
Hello, Moon.
That blue maw. So, this is it.
You're gonna fucking throw yourself into the goddamn you know? Sure.
Correct. Driven by the buried secrets of Ahatopia, you have come seeking liberation. And now, I have shown you the silhouette of the beast's maw. If you should find a way to get out, I ask that you swear to keep this secret.
I mean...
I will keep the secret. That blue maw, can it truly consume the abundance?
Only a beast of insatiable hunger can end a plague of eternal growth. I have stood watch in this realm for a millennium, beholding the eternal conflict where the veracity and the abundance remain locked in strife.
Careful,
oh, undying soul. The fate that awaits within those depths lies far beyond the reach of our conjecture. Perhaps you will vanish into nothingness in a mere heartbeat. Or perhaps you will endure a millennium of gnawing, constantly regenerating only to suffer once more, with liberation remaining an elusive dream.
Beneath that calm of yours, I can feel an old friend lingering. Agony.
This is the price I must bear for becoming one with the canvas.
You're telling me if he leaps, he has to stay down there and be torn apart for ages? I'm not okay with this. Yao Guang never said anything about this when we went over the plan.
Silverwolf was like, you either die a clean death or live.
I have lived for nearly a millennium. I stopped wishing for a swift end a long time ago.
Damn.
If the Leviathan does not consume me utterly, then I am still alive. And until that moment comes, I will pin Shuhu to the anvil and swing my hammer once, twice, and again, and again.
God, my man, we gotta get you some therapy one of these days. I suppose this is the therapy.
Is there really no other way?
Silverwolf, I was never one for sentiment. I'll only say this. In my past life as a smith, I made it a point to forge something for those friends I found tolerable.
Tolerable.
But ever since I joined the Stellaron Hunters...
Oh right, I get it. You want me to go back and take apart that box Kafka uses as a footrest, right?
You already took it apart?
A long time ago. Quite a few treasures in there. A master-crafted blade, a game controller, and a portable reactor.
That's the armor core, reforged from the remains of the Glamoth Queen.
Oh, and a cat-scratching post.
When did you find out about these items?
You? You mean we. We all found out. Think you hid it that well? Please, give me a break. We're a pro team, you know.
Just split it among yourselves. Consider it a keepsake.
Kafka should be the one saying this, but... You are the most perfect blade the Stellaron Hunters could ever have.
Just a broken blade. That is all.
I can accuse him of being nice. I can accuse Silverwolf of getting squishy, which just feels rude considering that she thinks that this man's going to die. Or I can, I guess, just be... Sure, may you find the ending you seek, even though I know you're not fucking dying, you little bitch.
Thank you.
Before you go, you have something to say to her, too, right?
To me?
Don't take offense. It's just a few words.
Opening with "don't take offense" means that you're likely gonna insult me, but go on.
Before joining the Stellaron Hunters, I once lost myself.
No, he means it's just gonna be a few words and he's not gonna rant for very long.
Unable to see the future, yet unable to reclaim the past. Just like you when you were first reborn. Whether we chose this path, or were forced onto it. Leave no room for regret. And never deny the path you've traveled. Then, let it be.
Alright, he's gonna go throw himself off the cliff now, I guess? But honestly, I'm just waiting for Asat Pramad to show up and ruin this. Because it seems like the type of thing he'd do.
Do you still remember that passphrase? No need to step forward. Just recite it in your head.
3, of a kind.
Two pair.
Ace. Go.
Okay. Have fun getting chewed on.
Farewell.
Ooh, dramatic cutscene time.
Let everything end. Or truly begin.
Ow. But I suppose Shuhu is basically a
Final
parasite.
moments of your life. What will flicker through your mind? The devouring. Has it begun? How much time has passed?
Is it existential crisis blade time? Or journey through his past time? Or journey through Shuhu time?
Sea of clouds. Ambrosial arbor. To think that with death so close, this is the scenery my dreams would conjure. My heartbeat. It's barely audible now. Shuhu. Are you still alive? Am I still alive?
Finally woke up, Yingxing?
Oh, hey, old man.
Master. I am sorry. You have the wrong person. I am not Yingxing.
Huh. A lad your age, yet your head is more muddled than mine. You're talking nonsense in your sleep, boy. It has been ages since we last met. Tell me, have you let your craft go to waste? Your master wishes to see what you can do.
Get called out.
Not a sweet dream of toasts and laughter, nor a nightmare of clashing steel. Instead, it is a dream of returning to the very beginning, to confess my sins before the master who taught me everything.
Assume much, Blade.
Typical. This is a standard issue sword I forged for the Cloud Knights, back when I first began my training.
Okay. Get it?
Looking at it now, it is a crude piece of work.
Senior Frater, are you truly from a short-lived species?
Why do you ask?
I mean, no offense. I just wondered, why would you come all the way to this Yanzhou to learn the craft?
My home became a grazing ground for those boars and beasts. My parents, they're fertilizer. Unlike you, I won't live to see them wiped out. But my blades will.
You know, that's actually kind of solid logic.
Look at this blade. Fresh from the forge today. I made it.
That is so cool!
Stop flattering me. This is just a standard issue sword for the Cloud Knights. According to the template, its name should be New Blade 01.
Senior Frater, how could you so thoughtlessly name your own creation? The very first assignment Elder Huayan gave his disciples is what defines a blade. He always says a name carries the weapon's destiny.
A lone cloud drifts. A crane departs the woods. Let's call it Departure, Junior Frater.
Senior Frater, I thought you'd go with Lone Cloud or Guiyun.
Oh, okay. Very fancy looking bow.
And that bow I forged for her. In the end, it was I who forged the greatest sin.
For me? Thank you. I told you, didn't I? As long as you set your heart on what you love, nothing can stop you.
Then she died.
Hey, did you give this bow a name?
I named this bow Lure after a mythical steed from the primeval Imperium. Legend says it was one of the Emperor's finest mounts, a divine beast that could tread over any chasm and lead its master back from the brink of death.
How did you get so off track? Why pick a name meant for a horse? That won't do. It does not suit me at all. I'm gonna call it Recurve Bow.
That sounds terrible. It's like my mother naming me human. At least change it to something elegant like Winding Stream. Fine. Have it your way.
Look at you! Skilled with both the pen and the sword. You really should not be trapped in this flame wheel forge for the rest of your life. Hey, perfect timing! I have a few friends getting together on the Lafu. Wanna come along?
Staying in a single place your whole life. That won't do.
Recurve bow.
Jing Yuan's Devastator Glaive. The weapon I promised to forge for him all those years ago.
Starfall Reverie. What a name.
Old friends have drifted across the stars, but he remains.
A genius. I suppose Master Jing Li's swordplay should be no trouble for you then.
You little rascal. Do not try to act like my senior just yet. I am from a short-life species. Xianzhou's swordplay takes hundreds, even thousands of years to master. I simply do not have the time.
I mean, fair.
I heard your bold claim. I'd rather leave this world in a blaze than live until the end of time. It seems you think little of us Xianzhou people, then?
Or he's just embracing the fact that he should theoretically die at a normal age.
My, the future sword champion has sharp ears. It was just drunken rambling. Don't take it to heart. It would be a waste to throw my skills away on the battlefield. You go to the front, and I will forge the divine weapons for you. It is a promise.
All right, deal. Then I want a Devastator Glaive, 4 meters long, decorated with green silk, and you should engrave the blade with cloud patterns. Or maybe lightning.
Damn.
Wait until you have grown a bit taller, then it is settled. When the time comes, you shall arm each of us with a weapon of our own. Let us face the fires of war in your place, and handle all that tedious business on your behalf.
That's what we're calling it.
Come, friends, drink up. We 5 come from all walks of life, but here and now, we are one. Together, we shall bring glory to the Xianzhou, and peace to all who dwell beneath the stars.
Oh, Jingliu, you had such aspirations before you went crazy.
Rainbow and the 10 Lords. If I betray our bond, let all of existence hunt me down. The prosthetic arm and sword staff from Mr. La Mancha were works created by my master and me.
Why'd you make his
He came to
cane
visit me
specifically?
even after I was cast into the shackling prison.
Yingqing. Yingqing. How did you end up like this? The shadow has tasted the flesh of abundance within you. You cannot even speak anymore. Yingqing, look at me. Lift your head. It was only thanks to you and your master that the shadow of veracity was sealed. I owe you both a debt of gratitude. So I have but one question. Do you want out? If so, just nod.
God damn, Asheville, you're a real one.
There is always a way out. Just give the word, and I will carve a bloody path to get you out. Right now.
Like, damn, you're a real one.
There is no need. I must atone for my sins.
Perhaps if I had taken you away from Flamewheel Forge back then, your fate would have been entirely different. I respect your choice, just as I did all those years ago.
Pity. So much in this world does not go as we wish.
you know.
This is not my work.
Hunter's blade.
This was where my life as Blade began.
This is a very fuchsia-colored fucking blade. It reminds me of, like... Again, I think I mentioned earlier, me and Shiny have been playing like the old Ike games. When we do have free time. You can, like, dye the weapons when you make them in that game. This is what it fucking looks like.
So you're Blade. You sound like quite the expert on swords. Oh, good timing. What do you make of the sword she's carrying?
The blade itself is fine, but the technique is wrong. Swordsmanship is no song and dance. Power starts at the feet. Only when the eyes and mind follow through will the strike land.
My oh my, Bladey. You really are the ultimate blade critic. Since you have so much to say, Master, why not forge a legendary blade for each of us?
I put down the hammer a long time ago. My hands cannot do what my mind wants anymore. Fighting with a weapon that does not suit you is just a quicker way to die. From now on, if a sword is needed, let it be mine. This shell of mine is the only blade there is. A weapon given by Ying Xing to an old friend.
I asked the Cloud Piercer.
But we are no longer who we once were to each other.
Oh.
Who I am does not matter. What matters is, do you remember this weapon?
I don't understand what you're talking about.
All that happened. You think you can just walk away from it all? You would do well to keep Cloud Piercer by your side. Or, next time we meet, I will be the end of you.
Cheerful.
What a pity. In the end, we still cast our weapons aside.
Alright, time to talk to the...
Apprentice, come here.
Old man.
Finally. Is the end in sight? I am here, Master.
Good. I have waited a long time for you.
You have seen every blade I have forged in this life.
Fine work. Somewhat flawed, perhaps, but their edge is undeniable. The marks of a true master.
Gazing upon the weapons I forged in days past, I can only feel a surge of endless regret. The hammer falls and cannot be undone, yet I have spent my life taking one wrong step after another. I betrayed my friends and broke my oaths. Even with these divine blades, I failed to protect those I held dear. My hands are stained with blood. I loathe the reflection it casts back from my blade.
I did not expect that this would just be like 2 hours of blade therapy, but I should have.
But what weighs heaviest on my soul is the debt I owe you, Master. In this life, I fear I will never have the chance to repay it.
Especially not when you're trying to fucking kill yourself. I mean, for a good reason. You are filled with Shuhu's evil flesh, and it's gonna try and take over your body and then spread like a goddamn thing. So, like, I get it, but also, dude.
Let it all out. You feel a bit lighter now, don't you? But Isn't there one last piece you have yet to show me?
Oh yeah, that thing.
It is yet to be named, has it not?
That is a mere scrap from the forging of Shard Sword. I hid it away, fearing it would bring shame upon our school. Master, how did you...
Never doubt the old man, Blade. I know everything.
Can a mere boy keep secrets from his master? I entrusted General Yao Guang to bring it to you. Since the day you left, I have kept this blade hung in the hall, gazing upon it daily. That raw, youthful spirit within it, it burns to the touch. It is the same light that shone in your eyes the day you bowed to me. It is the keen edge of a craftsman.
I am but rusted scrap now. My light has long since faded. This is where I belong. Buried.
Old man, you can let him talk like that.
Crushed ore, old materials, rusted iron. As craftsmen, we spend our entire lives in such company. Waste not the bounty of the world, but perfect it through craft. To take what is useless, to take every failed scrap and forge it anew. Isn't that our very mission as craftsmen?
Reforge yourself, bitch. Try again.
A life that has reached its end. A life built on nothing but mistakes.
Yes.
As it is with the work of a craftsman, so it must be with the life of a craftsman. Do you still remember the question I once asked you? What defines a blade? The answer already lies within you. Go now, and forge it anew.
Forge it anew. Interesting.
But you, Shuhu? Or Veracity?
I wish more than anything that I could just live a bit longer. Ying Qi himself said that back when he was nearing his end.
Shuhu.
Yep, good old Shuhu.
You fought me all this time and leapt into the Leviathan's maw. Nothing more than a bid to drag me down with you. A pity, truly. For so long as a single soul in this vast world prays for abundance, I shall return to bestow my grace. And now, I have come in answer to your prayer. Within the Leviathan's maw, I shall grant you 1,000 years of agony, as your flesh will be remade, only to be devoured again and again. You shall find no release. Is this not exactly what you call forge it anew?
God, you're pale.
Poor child. You and the Xianzhou citizens are always so short-sighted. Trapped in this waking dream called life, you cling to what is gone and tremble at the thought of being forgotten. Yet when I come to carve through your flesh and awaken your minds, you spurn my beautiful gift.
Yeah, it's kind of what they do.
You were once a master craftsman. You should know best about the beauty of shaping. I can grant you the power of reshaping this world again and again, giving you the chance to right every single wrong.
Pretty sure that that is considered blasphemy by the Zhendro people.
Righting wrongs. You mean by carving out more walking husks like me? Things that crave an end they can never reach?
That is but a fleeting pang, a necessary tempering on the path to eternity. If you persist in spurning this gift, this maw shall become your prison for all time. Your body will churn for millennia, caught between being digested and reborn. Every inch of your flesh will remember the agony of being ground to pulp, until your very will dissolves into nothing, leaving only a hollow husk that can cry out my name.
Are you done talking?
Oh, we're locking in?
Do you truly believe that I am the only prisoner here, Shuhu? You are the one bound most tightly by your chains. For so long as a single soul in this vast world prays for abundance, I shall return to bestow my grace. You are nothing but an echo of them. A slave trapped within your mission of compassion. You mock our obsessions. You are Yao Shu's most pathetic prisoner.
Damn.
Are you trying to provoke me?
I think it's working.
No. I am pronouncing your sentence. I never dove into this abyss for the sake of a mutual end. I came for forging. As long as you cling to life, you must keep reshaping this body to fight back the gnawing from the veracity. And that struggle is exactly what I want. Let the maw of this Eon husk be the furnace. Let our undying flesh be the iron. And let death, 1,000 times over, be the hammer. Right here, I shall forge and recast you again and again. Not to destroy you, but to create a cage that can hold you prisoner for all eternity. And the thorns of this cage shall forever be aimed at that savior who branded you with your mission. Yao Shu, are you ready to turn your vengeance against your god?
Damn.
I see now. So, this is how you forge it anew. Very well. Let us see how this duel between the condemned unfolds. This forging within the furnace.
In the end, which of us shall forge the other into a blade?
Yeah, okay, you have fun with that. Himeko!
When reunited with family after a 15-year separation, 22% of organic life forms will weep and embrace, whereas 59% will exhibit indifference or outright rejection.
I'm stuck staring at her weird feet again. Her weird feet that are feet colored but also heels.
Yet, choosing to conduct a covert investigation instead is entirely unheard of.
Listen, she's right to not trust that man. Good for her.
You harbor suspicions regarding Mr. Ryusuke. Why is that, Miss Himiko?
Because he's sus as fuck.
Before Star Rail Fest began, I stopped by his office to look for the family's records on the Phantom Moon games. Out of concern, or perhaps curiosity, I leafed through his portfolio. The artwork was magnificent, with each piece serving as a microcosm of a different planet. That was when it suddenly dawned on me. 5 of the worlds he captured in these paintings are now gone.
Oh, that's not
Lost to
good.
the fires of war waged by the Antimatter Legion.
Just as you suspected, Mr. Ryusuke's travels have been highly suspicious. In the year 1969 of the Arcadian calendar, he traveled to the Delcor Ring to sculpt a statue for the Doctors of Chaos. 2 years later, the IPC received word that the last local resistance group had rejected all aid and launched a suicide charge against the Legion. Also, in 1984 of the Arcadian calendar, he traveled alone to the planet Goliath's Shepherd. After a century of resistance in the fires of war, the planet was officially declared dead 9 years later. Both incidents point back to a single culprit.
Asat Pramod?
The Lord Ravager Asat Pramod.
However, there is also evidence suggesting that Mr. Ryusuke was still in Planarcadia when Asat Pramod appeared. Additionally, the IPC recovered a commission he received. It read, "Please carve a trace of our lasting glory, just before the world meets its destruction."
He accepted the commission, even though he knew the Legion had surrounded the planet?
Legends of the Graphia clan abound within Planarcadia. To this day, many believe the Weathering Curse is a scar seared into your very bloodline from Graphia's struggle against the Legion. Conjecture. Mr. Ryusuke was tracking the demon from beyond. He likely believed that finding him was the key to breaking the Graphia clan's curse.
Any other conjectures?
There is another possibility. Please forgive me if this sounds out of line. There is a 52% probability that Mr. Ryusuke was being used by Asat Pramod.
More or less a coin
he
flip.
Might have even chosen to work for him.
I'll have a word with him.
I'll leave it in your hands, Miss Himiko.
You gonna just go up to your dad and be like, "Hey, you working
Do you
for
have a minute to talk?
a Lord Ravager by any chance?"
I'm 1000% free for you. What brings on this surprise call for your old man?
Evil.
I was worried you were too busy, so I didn't want to bother you these past few days. That foolish didn't hurt you, did she? Actually, what am I thinking? A mere herald of death is nothing to my Himiko. You probably handled her in no time. And that kid is something else too. I'm telling you, everyone at school is a huge fan of the Astral Express now.
15 years. The blood-stained games are finally over.
And this time everyone survived.
It's time we sat down and talked. Just as father and daughter.
Huh? Am I dreaming? My little girl actually wants to have a real talk with her old man.
Not what you think, buddy.
Well, I don't care if I heard you wrong. I'm taking this to the bank. Praise the Astral Express. Praise Hakivilli. Give me 10 seconds. No, make it 8. Your old man is on his way.
There's no need to rush like that.
Love you, kiddo.
I should have seen that coming.
Himiko, open up. It's your time. Himiko, come over. Tell me more about this.
My man showed up fast. Let's do.
I originally planned for us to meet at the school, but since you're already here, let me show you around the Express.
Oh, I would love that. I was in such a rush last time. I really want to get a good look at the place where you spent the last 15 years. Who could have imagined it? The thing that connects this nearly infinite universe is not some distant godlike sheep, but a single express.
I have met many artists who dreamed of boarding the Express just to get a closer look at the legacy of trailblazing. So I am curious, how will the great artist Ryusuke evaluate it?
Me? Well, I'll give it my all.
I was only joking. There's no need to be so serious.
There's actually so much interesting stuff on this express.
I mean, many plush chairs.
This table is kind of different from the others, isn't it? I mean, they all look alike, but this one doesn't seem authentic.
A lot of old furniture was destroyed when the Express crashed. Pom-Pom and I spent quite some time picking the right replacements.
Ah, out with the old, in with the new, huh? Well, the Express has been running for years, so it's only natural to have to patch things up every now and then. You must have had a hard time keeping it running.
It's not that hard. I'm used to it.
Just as I thought. The Astral Express looks amazing inside. These chandeliers.
Name in the whale.
The designer used the skeleton of a void song whale as a reference. They say it's been here since Dolly's days on the Express. It catches the eye of many people who board.
But the light seems a bit dim in here, doesn't it?
It's always been this way.
Oh, have you tried swapping in a polarized conductor? Or rinsing the light units in an alkaline solution?
Are you an artist or an electrician, Dad?
Well, I am just speaking from experience. Don't forget, your dad was once the one who set up all the lighting in those classrooms. Is it there? Oh, let me see. It's bigger on the inside. Oh, the phonograph also has music from all sorts of worlds, just like the versions I've heard before. Oh, it's a shame I didn't get to see the legendary infinite ice cream machine.
Dad, you actually believe something like that exists? I thought only kids would fall for it.
A long, long time ago, such a thing did exist on the Express.
Hello, Pom-Pom.
When the Express passed the desert planet Talon, Granholm left the machine there. Now, it has become a popsicle planet.
Conductor! Long time no see. Your fur looks a lot smoother than last time.
I'm sure he brushed.
Really? Thank you very much.
God, Pom-Pom, you are a treasure, whatever you are.
Himeko finally opened up to having a heart-to-heart with me.
Ooh.
What a special moment. Pom-Pom will leave you to it then.
Pom-Pom, no.
They say family is one of the most precious treasures. Pom-Pom believes we should cherish them.
See? I told you. This time, Dad wins.
My man, you don't want to win.
Oh, Himeko. You may be a fully capable navigator now, but sometimes experience still beats youth.
Aren't you tired of talking non-stop?
Are you actually worried about me? I am so touched.
Perfect. I'll make you some coffee.
Oh, God.
Huh? Huh? Ah, well, might as well swing by the meeting car to say hi to that, Intellitron buddy.
Pom-Pom finds Himeko's father very easygoing.
Himeko, come on. Let's walk together. Intellitron, buddy! Long time no...
Rumor has it that the drinks in the World's End Tavern are all brewed from jokes. Since we are in Planarcadia, any single joke before a drink would be second to none. Since there is only a single joke, it is quite literally second to none. Mr. Ryusuke, the tension detected in your micro-expressions has increased by 33% since our last encounter.
Oh, nonsense. Himiko is brewing up a cup of coffee just for me. Is there anything in the world more wonderful than that?
A cup of hot coffee right before the end. This must be what they mean by life is short and bitter.
Huh. Well, now I see why they call you Shush. Well, since I'm still among the living, let me tell you a joke for a change. A long time ago, there was a truly terrible nameless. They snuck aboard as a passenger, seeking a certain answer. Now one day, they ordered a drink from a service robot on the express and told it a joke.
A long time ago, there was a truly terrible nameless. They snuck aboard as a passenger, seeking a certain answer.
Oh dear.
I have retrieved the same joke from the archived logs. It is indexed under the title, An Unfunny Joke.
Damn.
But did you know, the first time the robot heard that joke, it laughed with pure joy.
Don't go filling Shush with nonsense. Its database is already enough of a mess. Dad, here's your coffee.
Oh dear.
This cup is huge. Himiko, tell me, are you still holding a grudge against me?
What are you talking about? Now drink up while it's still hot.
Analyzing components. Results show coffee concentrate, Heldoran butterfly scales, a species of fish from a gas giant, trace amounts of iron particles, and various other unknown substances.
Mr. Shush, you must be exhausted after telling all those cool jokes. How about a nice hot cup of coffee to warm you up, huh?
Don't poison our
My
robot like this.
inspiration circuit is vibrating. My radar indicates that the conductor requires my immediate assistance. Good luck, Mr. Ryusuke.
Farewell, Shush. Ryusuke gazes upon his coffee cup with steely determination as if the liquid swirling within were molten magma from the core of the planet.
Himiko, if I do not make it out of here, please deliver my resignation to Miss Starley. Tell her I will not be coming in tomorrow, which is really no different from any other day.
Blink of an eye, Ryusuke grabs his coffee and downs it in one swift gulp. Unpleasant.
The coffee tastes like heaven.
Sure it does.
Oh, want another cup?
Himiko, Miss Dahlia told me that back when you were a school assistant, you used to bring a massive pot of coffee for everyone every single day. They still talk about it to this day.
With horror, I'm sure.
It would be selfish of me to keep this all for myself. I simply must bring some back for the other teachers to sample.
Poisoning the rest of the staff.
I'm afraid it will be long cold by the time you get it to them. But as you said, it is time for us to head to the school. We must return to the source of all these tragedies and put an end to the blood-stained games.
Are you truly ready to say your goodbyes? We can stay a little longer if you like. We still have plenty of time.
My man, she doubts everything about you.
We should go now. I have been ready for 15 years. It has been 15 years. Those ghosts have been repeating their final day over and over, trapped inside the classroom you imaginated.
Though I don't know why the fuck you would do that.
Even if they are merely shadows of the past, they deserve to be set free.
Oh, you're right. Let us use one final goodbye to close the chapter on the Herald of Death incident.
Now unimaginate the classroom?
Senior, you are back! We're all waiting for you.
Sorry I'm late, everyone.
It's okay. Thank you so much for coming.
Himiko, we don't have enough time for the lobby. Could you please use your amazing imagenesis skills to decorate the stage for us? I am begging you.
Mia, stop bothering Himiko all the time. If you and the others hadn't slacked off on the rooftop, we wouldn't be in this mess right now.
But the school anniversary is tomorrow. If I do not get this done, Ms. Dolly is going to skin me alive.
You should start by tidying up those ribbons. Once we are finished with the classroom, we will all come and give you a hand.
Laughter fills the classroom, but the living know the truth. It'll all happen again, just like every single day for the past 15 years.
Wait, did you hear that? It's him. He's back again.
Everyone, hide! Don't let them find us! Run, Senior! The Herald of Death is back!
Don't be afraid, Belle. I'm here. No more running away. We don't have to face any Herald of Death anymore.
Really?
When have I ever led you astray? Look, even the Dean has arrived. Let us run through the anniversary program one last time.
Right now? But we still have so much left to do. The decorations are nowhere near finished.
Oh, it is all right. We have plenty of time. This sunset will linger for a very long while. Just long enough for us to finish our celebration. I hereby declare that the Graphia Academy anniversary and the graduation ceremony of 1984 has officially begun. Since the other grades are not with us today, we shall keep the proceedings simple. According to our school motto, every student must truly understand their purpose before they depart from these grounds.
Oh, no pressure.
Students, have you all discovered who you wish to become?
Why so serious? It's only a rehearsal. Well, in that case, I'm going to be an artist. And not just any artist. I will be even better than you, Senior.
I plan to study at the Intelligentsia Guild. I want to learn how to create even more interesting imagine.
I want to study cinematography and become a director. I want to capture every single moment of happiness in the Arcadia.
I hope that in 10 or even 20 years, you will all still hold these dreams. And now, please welcome our distinguished graduate representative, Himiko, to the stage to offer her final blessing to the graduating class.
Again, I'm just waiting for this to go horribly, horribly wrong.
Our Senior is doing this? That doesn't happen a lot.
Himiko? Are you nervous? Relax. Give us a smile.
I do not know what to say on an occasion like this. All I know is that this is a comfort the living leave for themselves. But take that step forward. Go and embrace tomorrow. Become someone that the person you are today would be proud of. Congratulations to the class of 1984.
Senior, don't miss us too much.
Himiko, see you around.
Oh, if only she didn't see you
what's up with
around,
that
foolish.
face? It's not like we'll never see each other again. Farewell.
Belle. Foolish. Mia.
And also all those other people.
Safe travels, everyone. Years. The blood-stained games that altered the course of so many lives have finally come to an end.
Well,
if only I had not lost myself in my own grief. If only I had looked after that child properly. Well, perhaps everything would have been different.
Dude, my problem is that I think you might have actually been looking after her and that's what eventually made her go insane.
It was not only the Herald of Death that pushed her towards that abyss.
Yes, it was not.
Foolish said that it took Planarcadia 15 whole years to kill her. Will this world ever get better, Dad?
I don't know. But I'm willing to believe in it.
Yeah.
Dad, all these years. Just what have you been doing?
Is that concern I hear in your voice?
Yes, she's concerned that her father is working for a nutcase.
If you say so.
After the Bloodstained Games, I traveled to many different worlds. Every time I set foot on a new planet, my thoughts always returned to you. Until one day, I happened to see news about the Astral Express. The person on that screen was so different from the daughter in my memories. I was afraid, to be sure. I did not want to disturb the life you had found. As long as I never saw you in person, I could keep telling myself that lie. My daughter had fulfilled her dreams to soar among the stars.
Von Walk? Owenly? New Londinium? Step by step, I made my way into the very bedtime stories you used to tell me.
Were they beautiful?
In this vast universe, nothing holds more beauty than the lands en route, yet to be reached. You may have been a poor excuse for a father.
Damn.
But even so, thank you for setting me on this trailblazing path.
Just had to shoot him once more with the "you were a shitty father."
Thank you for fighting so hard to be here alive. It's still early, huh? Let's have a walk around the campus. I have something very important to tell you. But it can wait.
Sure.
Something very important?
No. Give me just a moment to gather my thoughts.
Well, I am... Like, it's summer, and I'm sweating a hellstorm, so I think I'm gonna end the stream. We're gonna end the stream here for today. I will try and stream again, maybe either tomorrow or sometime this week. I need to, like, go open a window. It feels like 1,000,000 degrees. I'm dying of heat. So, I hope the rest of you are having a great day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!